her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Veteran crisis hotline's calling in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Attacking 12, we'll check that one out.
6 1 bullet, 2 1 start, 50 shots.
Officer still stands for talk? No. Offender in custody?
Yeah, waiting for that saxophone tonight. I need some relax, man. This kitty's got me. This kitty's got me all up on different hours. A sleep schedule I ain't never had. Unless I was taking care of a little baby, it's crazy.
Is that like a little playpen she's in?
Well, I made it like that. Yes, I'm gonna get something bigger for her here this weekend. So she has a huge area to walk around and explore. So yeah, she's gonna be spoiled. That's for sure. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I'm giving her the headline. So she's been sleeping so far. She ate. She's been sleeping for a while, but usually it's like 30 minutes and she's up. So we'll see. I'm starting to talk, so she might hear me now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But wasn't it a crazy day today? Did you guys check out, you've already heard the 5-1. We're going to be going back into that. Man, those 911 calls, somebody just overnight dropped them in my box. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so shout out.
I haven't heard them.
You haven't heard them?
Not yet, no.
It's kind of crazy because, Ann, how long ago was it, Ann, with this 5-1 2024 911 call? How long's it been? 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks? Okay. Well, that was pretty shocking just because all the stuff that this gentleman was saying. But when you hear these other ones, it's crazy because in one of them, she's still in the hospital.
Oh my God.
She's still in the hospital saying, when I get out, I would like to have my things in a locker or something. Yeah. These are my personal possessions. The second call, which she was more stern, and I know there's a lot of people going, why was she so worried about Wilson and saying his name with such emphasis? What if you guys don't know, there was an officer Wilson that goes to Solid Rock, or maybe they don't anymore, I don't know, but there was an officer Wilson. If you listen to the first call, you'll hear her say there is an officer Wilson that attends Solid Rock, and I would prefer that he not be, it's a conflict of interest or whatever. Oh. And she said also, I don't want him to, get involved with this, what's taking place, what's going on. And so that's why, if you listen to the second call first, that's why you were kind of like, why is she saying this Wilson like this? Well, it's because the previous call before she got out, she was requesting that those items be held for her if it was available. But also when she did get out and she was upset that those weren't, nothing had taken place, that's where you get that part of the 911 call. Now, what's crazy is it kind of bothered me a little bit because it almost seemed like that Wilson guy that was on the phone was just gaslighting her like crazy too. Oh, God. I mean, these are her personal, regardless of what's on them. You know what I mean? Regardless of what's on them, these are her personal property. Her laptop. She discussed her car. She discussed kind of what goes along with the 5-1 2024 911 call from a few weeks ago, is also saying there's people that might be there that I don't even know who they are. So when you listen to what the neighbor said on his 911 call, according to what the mail lady told him about all the young Filipino/Oriental girls that are inside that house and they're real young and all this other stuff. So it makes you wonder, like, yo, did she know? I mean, if the mail lady's seeing it and seeing it enough to go to neighbors to, I mean, I can imagine. You would have to know, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the neighbor sounded like it was known, like everybody knew, like
The
The whole
crazy,
block.
the crazy pastor, preacher.
The whole block. The whole block, yeah. So we're gonna go over those tonight. Also, let me see here. There is now. This is what's crazy. Is the same person? Shout out Alicia, appreciate you. She dropped this other one in the inbox as well. JP calling on protest Jesus J. So if you guys remember, there's an episode where the events of May 7th, we showed the body cam, or not the body cam, his videos himself. So he was taking a video driving by JP's house like I don't know, a week and a half after everything happened. And so JP calls 911 and says that there's a female, but he mentions maybe a male, but he keeps saying female that was waving a gun, a water pistol, might have been a phone, I don't know, but he kept referring to it as a weapon. And it's crazy because you saw the video of him driving by, and he didn't even really stop. He just kind of slowed down a little bit, and all of a sudden you hear JP ripping out of his driveway, driving right up to this dude's tail. And then what happened was he ended up following him half the way, but then the other half he ended up following Jay. But the way that you hear the 911 call from JP describing what was taking place, he made it seem like he was being like, it's crazy the way that he made it seem. So that's another one we're going to go into. Shout out Alicia. She dropped those for me. Appreciate that. There's also some other 911 calls. If we do get to it, we'll go ahead and get into that tonight, depending on time. But I do want to do a contribution call out real quick. I want to say thank you to Alicia for becoming a new member. Also, excuse me, since our last show, there's been some other members as well. I want to say shout out, contribution call out to, is it going to show them all? There we go. Christy, thank you for becoming a member. Guidance, thank you for becoming a member. And Christina Reynolds, thank you also for becoming a member. Appreciate your support. So we're going to be going into those ones first. So I figure we'll go ahead and listen to the one where she's still in the hospital. Then we'll listen to the one where she's calling again. Then we can listen to the 5/1/2024 call from the neighbor. Okay. I think playing them in that order will give a good idea of kind of what was taking place as things were progressing. And who knows, listening to the second one, when it comes to the third one that we're going to listen to, I think those two we're going to want to listen to next to each other, because I think those ones are really going to help us, figure out both 911 calls even more by comparing them in a way. Also, I do want to use these 911 calls from earlier to also compare them to the 911 call where she supposedly made the call that, she was going to unalive herself. So I think that's going to be a good way to voice compare as well when it comes to if we think it's AI, if it really is her, or if it was somebody that was trying to pretend. It's the same kind of 911 call. So I think we'll be able to voice compare that too. All right, so let me see here. We'll go ahead and get into the first one. And I will mute my music. I do have music playing in the background of these. But we do have... I do have the ones that won't have any music, and I'll be uploading those for members. Give me 1 second here. All right, so this is the one where she's first calling. And she's calling before she's released from the hospital. If you haven't seen it yet, here's the link for that. And we're going to go ahead and check this one out. Come on, StreamYard. We'll check this one out first. Let me turn closed captioning on too.
Okay, dispatch, Diana.
Hi, Diana. I'm needing somebody to go to my house, the house that I currently reside in. Me and my husband are separated, and since I was admitted to the hospital, I have been told that he's taken possession of my phone, laptop, and car, which are all in my name. How do I get a deputy out there to get those items surrendered over to be temporarily held until I get out of the hospital?
You want an officer to go to your home and temporarily hold your items?
My personal property, yeah, it's got very, very, very sensitive information of me on those items that I don't trust are not being used for against me, I guess you would say.
198 County 10-4. So your husband?
We're legally separated. We both have lawyers and we're pursuing divorce.
Copy.
And he took possession of my items while being hospitalized.
I will put it in here for an officer. I'm not sure what they'll do.
And it's my phone, my
69.
laptop, and my car. And my phone and laptop have naked pictures of me on them.
Copy. I also have a police radio, so bear with me. I'm trying to do more than one thing at a time. All right, what's your home address?
Coldwater Circle, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 29588.
Coldwater Circle. All right, and what is your name? And your phone number?
843-6. Well, do you want me to just give you the hospital's number? Because if you call my number, he's going to answer.
Yeah, just the number we can contact you with.
Lee, can I get a number to this place so if they call me back?
Ain't that crazy? Still calling from the hospital.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. And do they need to ask for a certain room number? Which hospital are you at?
South Strand.
Okay. So
And while I was admitted here, my husband, who were legally separated, swooped in and claimed my personal items as my husband, not as my legally separated husband. And my car and my laptop.
So were they like brought to the hospital and he took those items?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. Don't she sound of sane mind?
Oh yeah.
What is she doing in a mental institution? Right?
She sounds fine. They were the
42 or 48 hour hold, you know.
That's bizarre.
Well, do we know when this is?
I haven't got the date yet confirmed.
Okay.
But she was in the hospital for that
in the
48
hospital.
hour, yeah.
So, yeah. And it was somewhere between that 2-day period. I think it was the 11th of February, right?
So that's 24.
Yeah, it's like 48 hours and then they have to let you go if there's nothing that. So what happened is supposedly Randall and a group were wanting her to meet at a Walmart to get some medicine. And when she went there to get the medicine, because, she could hard times, she went there to get the medicine. They ganged up on her and got her admitted.
God, poor girl.
So who knows what the laws, I don't know what the laws are down there, but if you have multiple people that are in agreement, right? And they're like, you're close your close family or whatever.
Yeah, and
They can
in
have you in a hold.
in California, it's a 72-hour hold.
72? Maybe it
Yeah,
is
I don't
72.
know if in South
It
Carolina
usually
it's
is
72.
72.
It
Yeah.
usually is, yeah.
So, I mean, right there, that they used it. That's it. I mean, come on, that was obviously a tactic to gain possession of her vehicle and her phone, laptop, whatever.
And the I guess the standard here in California is if you're a danger to yourself or others, or if you have no way of taking care of yourself. So that's a standard. But I remember when JP mentioned his wife was hospitalized and they discharged her, and he said because she wasn't a danger to others. I don't believe him. I believe it was because she wasn't a danger to others or to herself. Otherwise, they would not have released her.
I don't know.
They would not.
She was already going to services, right? If she was really truly getting prescribed medicine. We've just seen the pill bottles that look fake as hell.
I bet you he was going to sue the hospital too for discharging her because I don't know. I just don't trust that guy.
I don't know. You probably just gave him an idea.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yoli. I think you might have gave him an idea.
No.
But no, when I'm sitting here listening, that's one thing that I noticed. Number one, I was like, holy crap, she's still in the hospital making these calls. She's already letting people know that he's impersonating her with these devices. And so I think maybe it was the family that came to visit and said, hey, why is your messenger messaging so and so like you're not in here? And you put two and two together. All of a sudden you're like, what? And who knows? Maybe there was somebody that was in his inner circle that was actually telling her the truth, about what was taking place.
Do you notice how dismissive the 911 dispatch operator is to her?
Yeah.
She appeared like a saint compared to the next one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
But it's like not. It's like like it's not important.
Mm-hmm.
This, it's kind of like, okay, so you want, and I'm sure they get a lot of phony calls or they get a lot of stupid calls, but still,
I mean, it's your job. That's what that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, I noticed, number one, she's still in the hospital. Number two, she seems pretty sane and of mind to me. So I don't know what, it's reasonable. She's calm. She's understanding, level-headed. You know what I mean? You would think there would be some kind of tipping point somewhere if there was some kind of issue with it. Continue.
Something happened to your mic. Yeah, something happened to the sound on your mic.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Hang on, I have to take a call. Hold on a second. I'll be back.
Let me see.
Oh, there you are. Wait.
Is that better?
There you are.
Is that better right there?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue on. Yeah.
And now he's going through my phone and texting people impersonating me.
Okay. Do you want the officers to come to you to make a report about this?
No, I'd rather them just show up at the house because he works from home. He's a pastor doing this.
That's true, Jill. That's true. That is very true. Very true.
Oh, I was hoping you'd bring that up.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like it to be as soon as possible because from what I hear from just people calling me at the hospital that it's been multiple people that he's sending out messages from my phone saying it's me, but it can't be because he has my phone.
Okay.
And the phone is in my name. It's not a dual phone, and it's the bill is in my name and everything.
328.
And the car is on my name. The car insurance is in my name. Everything.
Ain't that crazy?
The laptop, and he's taken advantage of me being in the hospital, and he's taken possession of them.
These are all in her frickin' name. She pays the note. She's got the documentation to show, and that can still take place. Man.
Well, you know, CJ, that
It's so
Karate
horrible,
Kid said
man.
he took care of his wife. He was the best husband in the world. Remember that?
Not
I
too
was
much
the
your Karate
best
Kid.
husband. Yeah, Mr. Karate Kid. I'm
Yeah.
the best husband in the world.
I just remember that. There's a song. I can't remember who it's like a rock song. I can't remember. It's when they were like doing their tournament, and the dude with the blonde hair got like a bloody nose or
Oh, I
something.
know you're. Oh my gosh, it's like an
But
old.
what's that
movie
rock song that was playing during that part of the movie? It's in my
Oh,
head.
now
I
you're
just
gonna make me look it up.
dang it.
I'm gonna look it up. You're talking about Karate Kid? Karate?
Yeah, where he was like, they were the dude, the main, the antagonist with the blonde hair,
During
and they
fight.
were, it was
During
like
fight.
probably the end of one of the Karate Kids, and
I think
he
that's
got
the
like
first one, isn't it?
a bloody nose or something, or a bloody lip or something like that, and there's like this rock
Oh, you're
song
the best, the best.
yeah, you're the best,
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know the words, but it's
Love it. Yeah, now the tune stuck in my head. Thanks, CJ.
no, thank you. You're the one that brought it up. All
I
right.
know. Yeah, somebody said in the chat. We're showing our age.
There we go. Yeah.
Even though we're legally separated and both have lawyers and everything.
What is the name of this car? Okay, if it's a vehicle that's been repossessed, you'll have to contact that financial institution. Right, but in order to find
And you want the officers to hold on to your belongings or take them to the hospital?
They can actually be put in a holding locker or something at the police department that only I can get them out, if that's okay. I just need them to be confiscated and put in a holding thing. And I get out, I believe on Monday is when they're released. I have my release date with the charts and stuff on Monday is when they'll think I'll be fully recovered.
Wow. Trapped. You know what I'm saying? Trapped. How
Is
can
he
they
at home
do
right now? Do you
this?
know?
He probably will be, yeah.
What's his name?
John Paul Miller. And if you cannot get Officer Wilson to do this because they are friends, he's a parishioner at our church, so I think it would be a conflict of interest.
See,
Ooh.
that's why she says what she says in the next one. There was
would be
some
a
people.
big conflict of interest because he is
What's his
a
first
church
name?
elder, Brian.
No, he won't.
Okay, good. It would just be a really big conflict of interest, and I'd hate
Can
to
I
put
get
him in
a
the middle of
brief
it anyway.
description? Is he black, white, Hispanic?
He's white, male,
How old is he?
44.
Because she doesn't sound. She sounds fine.
And do you
His
live at that
sister,
home as
Lacey,
well?
lives with them.
Do you live with him?
Not currently, no.
No, she said they, Lisa. Not her, but they.
All right, we'll get an officer
the
dispatched
items.
as soon as possible. Just call us back if anything changes or if you have any further information.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. She was saying them fully recovered by the time she gets out. As in the items. She was trying to get them. And see, that's why when she calls again on the next one we're going to listen to, that's why you hear the emphasis where the guy's like, Wilson, and she's like, whoa, hey, shoot. is this the guy that is at the church? She's very hesitant. That's why she, obviously I would be upset too. You're trapped. Number one, you're held in a captive room and you can't, or maybe a dining room table or something. You can't do nothing. You can't leave when you want to.
Right.
And then after you get out, you're thinking, hey, these things have my name on them. Like, this is my property. I'm the one that pays for this stuff. I'm the one that paid for this stuff. Why is he, during a separation, why is he allowed to be able to control my things and me not even be able to have anything? And then impersonating her, and then also has personal information. Think about it. Everybody's computer, whether there's naked pictures or not, everybody's computer has personal information, personal documents, personal, whatever. So what's right is right. It doesn't matter what's on it. What matters is it's that person's property, and they deserve every right to have their property. I feel so bad for her in this one because she does sound of sane mind. She's trying to do something preemptive, saying, hey, I'm giving you a heads up. These things are happening. It's not right. And what's crazy is she was talking to a female. You would think the female would be a little more understanding, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, matters to female.
But then I don't know who knows what the culture is necessarily, right? Who knows? All I know is it's ridiculous that this can take place.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Trish didn't have much sympathy for her. She's female, I think.
Yeah, it's the culture, whatever culture you're existing in. And I mean, look at the way the laws are. You know what I mean? It's already messed up already that these things can take place. Like you're in a situation where you're dealing with abuse. You got the courage to get out of it, and nobody's helping you.
And they all think you're crazy.
They're throwing.
He's got everybody thinking she's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. There's potholes in the freaking highway when there shouldn't be.
It's sad. And she probably did have mental health issues, but not because, probably because of JP.
Oh, yeah. They said.
Or he exacerbated them, or
the family said she didn't have any until she married him. She didn't.
Yeah.
That's from the family. Not until she married him. And imagine, you saw the stuff that the family put out in legal documents of the stuff that was being expressed to them from Micah. And then they even made the comment, like, it was already hard enough to read it. I did a video on it. It's one of my old videos from probably a month and a half ago. It was already hard to read. But then when you see the part where the family says that there's things that they don't even want to mention of stuff that took place because they want to respect Micah's memory. You know what I mean? So when you hear that, you're like, and there was no help to try and, no, let's just throw roadblocks in the way. Why? It already takes enough strength to get away from those situations, and then you're going to make somebody have to come up with even more strength. I thought we were supposed to help.
If you saw the corruption, and I'm kind of working on that in Horry County, you'd understand.
It's the laws. Yeah,
it's not even what the laws, but there are some laws that at least protect people that are going through.
It's whether they enforce them.
Yeah, enforcing them is the issue, and
it's kind of like how it goes around here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you have judges that go to churches. You have
they're all connected.
They're all connected, and it's sad because you could feel railroaded real quick in a situation like that.
And that's exactly how I think she felt.
It's maddening because people are looking at you and that they have a thought in their head and they're looking at you. Like even the dispatcher, if she knows she's talking to someone from a mental hospital, she's like, okay, all right. And it's maddening because
Yeah. Like there's this one's going to be worse. Like I sat here and I'm just like, dude, it sounds like you are gaslighting
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
big time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And she
Big
still
time.
kept her cool, though.
Yeah. She's I don't know, she sounds level-headed to me.
Yeah, especially
She doesn't sound like, I think I would be pissed off. I'd be saying, he took my stuff and, blah, blah, blah. But she doesn't even sound like that. She sounds.
I think she's used to it and I think fed up even by this point.
Well, she's now playing his game now. She's got his game.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, she had to remain calm. She's in, the last thing you want to do is lose your shit there, right? Because then they'll be like, holy, what the hell? No. So I can see her. And really, I mean, she has every right to scream and be loud and demand. You know what I mean? Just from the positions that she's in. But I could see, and at the same time, she's like, look, I'm doing something preemptive. I'm not waiting until I get out and then calling you guys. I'm asking you, like, this is my stuff. Can you put it somewhere until I can come get it when I get out?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how easy that would be to enforce. I mean, you're going up to somebody's house and you're like, yo, we need this laptop. I don't know how they could really enforce that, because how do you know for sure that it's hers? You know what I mean? When you're talking about them being able to transfer ownership of property, because they have to take ownership of it. And I don't know. But when she's out, like this call right here, where she calls this gentleman, this right here, I don't understand why officer wasn't called out when she was in Florence at a gas station. I think this is when she was visiting her sister. But hey, I can meet you there in such and such time. And then, they can meet her there. And then she can retrieve her personal items. I don't even see why this didn't take place. This was more upsetting to me when I heard this one. So we'll check this one out. Here's the link for this one if you want to check it out after the show as well.
Hello?
Where can I dispatch, Wolfson?
Hey, Officer Wilson.
How can I help you?
I'd like to do a wellness check, Officer Wilson.
Okay, what's the address?
It's Coldwater Circle.
What city?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
What's your name? What's the call back?
No, she didn't know him. This is so when she called, so like the last 911 call, she said there's an Officer Wilson that goes to Solid Rock and she didn't want him involved. So when she calls on this one and he says Wilson, she's like caught off guard. Number one, she's probably upset because she's not getting any help getting her stuff back. All right. You already were hospitalized for no reason. You ain't getting your stuff back, which you should be, because you're the one that pays for it. You know what I'm saying? So you should be upset already. You should have an attitude. I would too. Let's be honest. But she's caught off guard because he answers with Wilson. What she's doing is while she's responding to him, she's running his voice through her head, trying to see if that's the same guy that she remembers is what his voice is, because the last thing that she wants to do is say this stuff to Officer Wilson to get him involved. She would then say, "Can you please transfer me to another detective?" You see what I'm saying? So that's why she's caught off guard. She's already had enough, and she's trying to run his voice through her head to see if it really is him. That's all. All right, let me see here. I'll rewind it for you guys so you can hear it again.
Hello?
Horry County Dispatch, Wolfson.
Hey, Officer Wilson.
How can I help you?
I'd like to do a wellness check, Officer Wilson.
Okay, what's the address?
It's Coldwater Circle.
What city?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
What's your name? What's the callback number for you?
They're obviously
And what's
redacted.
your first initial of your name, just so that whenever I call back, I get the right Officer Wilson?
I'm not a police officer. You can just ask for anybody. What was the address one more time, please?
She's looking to see if his first initial is a B, because that's the one she needs to hear. She must. Who knows? You know, she's probably going through some emotions. She's probably trying to. It's been a long time since I heard him talk. I still can't figure out if this is him or not. Let me just ask him for his first initial, so I can then put 2 and 2 together if it really is him.
Yeah.
Coldwater Circle, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 29588.
Okay, can you tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, there's a laptop there that's got naked pictures of me on it, and there's some people staying at my house that I didn't invite into my house, and I'm out of town, so I was just hoping there would be a wellness check and make sure there's no cars parked at my house that I don't recognize the license plate of, or if you could just take down those license plate numbers for me to review later, just to do a wellness check, and also maybe even pursue the property that I'm saying has naked pictures of me on it.
Okay, I can have an officer give you a call. I don't know exactly what they can do. So where are you located at right now?
So what does that mean? I don't know exactly what they could do. My personal property's at this dude's house. I want my stuff.
Well, Yoli, wouldn't that be like a civil matter?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. It is actually. But she's saying there's people that I don't know at my house. I mean, this doesn't sound like very specific, but you know, in this call, she doesn't sound right. In this call, I think she sounds like she's frustrated. Like she's so beyond frustrated that this is ridiculous.
It is. Yeah.
But he's going to have an officer call her back.
Because he's just a dispatcher. See, now when she said Officer Wilson a couple times in the beginning, he never said, "No, I'm not an officer." He didn't say, "I'm not an officer," until the middle of the call, and that's when he said, "I'm not an officer." When she asked for his first initial, he said, "I'm not an officer, ma'am." Right. So she didn't know he wasn't an officer until then. That's when she's like, okay, well, I can tell him this stuff now, because she knows that Officer Wilson is not this guy because he's not an officer.
Yeah.
Right. She is upset as hell. I would be too.
And she's biting her tongue is what somebody in the chat said. She's like,
for real.
There's something. Yeah.
That's patience like crazy.
Like I said, she's not crazy.
A lot of she's self-control.
Not all. Yeah. But you know, you can hear it in her tone. And she's trying to keep it together, to not give any more fuel to the fire, because if she acts out, then that's just going to be more proof that he's
Yeah.
going to say, see, look at her. Look at how she acts.
Just like the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, you have to choose every word carefully. But this is what's crazy to me. She's sitting there telling this dude. So he's like, "Well, I can have somebody call you back, but I don't know if what they're going to be able to do." Why not? Why wouldn't an officer have been called out to the property, regardless of if somebody's invited there that she doesn't know? Her personal frickin' items are there. So why isn't there an officer that does call her or responds and goes to the property at a certain time? And then she gets her personal property back. That's what I don't understand. What do you mean you don't know if there's anything that they can do? That's
Well,
why I'm
probably
sure.
because they're thinking that it might be a civil thing, like you know,
But
that
that's
it's
what they're
a
there for.
yeah,
If
they
your
could be
if your
there for
property is at
No,
somebody
what they'll
else's
do,
house
yeah, no, for a civil matter, they'll be like, you got to take this to court.
to sue them,
or to try to get into to get permission or to get
so
access to her belongings if he has them. I mean,
so
she could have done and filed a report that he stole it. Like
Yeah, that might have been
stole my
better.
property, and that might trigger it. But you see, that's the problem is when women are in this situation, they don't know the buzzwords. They don't know how to get, and by this time she's frustrated as all get out. She's just going through the motions. She's just like, I'm making a record, you know. She almost sounds really irritated.
Mhm.
But she's biting her tongue. But you know, that's the problem, is that you got to know the buzzwords, because maybe if she had said, this person who was separated from me, he stole my property, I want it recovered, I want a police report, you know, maybe she had, you know, stressed it a little more. And there's a lot of people there, I don't know what they're doing there, you know, but she does, you know, she's trying to get her stuff.
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, your stuff's your stuff.
Yeah, sad.
Why can't you? Why can't you? You know what I mean? If you two share a property, why
That's it.
can't
You
you?
just said it. You
You sh-
shared. That's
so
it.
what?
That's
So
yeah,
what?
but marital laws,
Mhm.
you know, it's very tough. It's very sticky.
So
And
then why
each
couldn't
state,
you just walk in? If it's shared, why couldn't she just walk in and go grab it?
exactly. Well, that's maybe what she should have tried, but
You know what I
we're
mean? Like,
talking about JP freaking Miller, you know.
like that's like if it's shared, I have just as much right as you
But
do.
th-
Like, yo,
I don't, you know, we don't know what she was up against. Sounds like she was constantly up against a brick wall. But personally, I would have went and got an officer, said, "Come with me to the house. I'd like
nobody
to get
wanted
my
to go.
stuff.
right.
Thank you."
Yeah, nobody
You
wanted
know,
to go.
just stand with me while I go and retrieve my stuff.
And it's about communicating what it is that you need. And a lot of times they don't, you know, it's not that it's just when you're have somebody in your business, or somebody's stalking you, or somebody's all in your business, you don't know. I mean, she by all accounts was away from him, but still he was in her shit. Excuse my
Yes.
language.
No, that's okay. And when somebody, yeah, sure, so
I'm
funny.
sorry. I'm
No, oh
sorry.
please. I actually get
Oh,
a
you're fine.
thrill out of it because I can't.
You're fine, Yola.
You know, we don't know what she was up against. When you're clear thinking, for example, the phone, I would have called the phone company and said, turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm clear thinking. We don't know what it's like to be, again, coercive control, what that's doing to your mind. We already know she's a sane girl, but she's dealing with an insane person, you know? So just
It's
food
just
for
more of the
thought.
same. It's just more of the same. No help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get the kitty. Kitty just woke up, and I'm gonna hit play on this so you guys can hear.
Baby.
I'm saying has naked pictures of me on it.
Okay, I can have an officer give you a call. I don't know exactly what they can do. So where are you located at right now?
Bucky's gas station in Florence.
Florence? Okay. Okay, you'll probably have to make a
Yeah, I
report
just want to
with an
make sure
officer
that
once
that
you get
laptop
back.
just doesn't end up in the wrong hands.
Okay, so who has the laptop with your pictures on it?
It's in my home, but I currently have guests staying at my home that I did not invite there. And so I'm kind of concerned that while I'm out of town, they might use that laptop for malpurposes. I don't 100% know who's there right now, but if it's who I think is there, maybe my husband's son who hit on me the other day in my kitchen without my husband there. And I told him flat out, this isn't appropriate and you need to leave. And that's on record because he texted my husband and I told my husband what happened.
Okay, so
and he might be staying at my house. And my husband's sister's been staying with us and I did not invite her to stay with us. And I don't trust her further than I can throw her with my property that has naked pictures of me on it.
I'll have an officer give you a call because I don't know exactly what they're going to be able to do. I mean, your husband invited them into the house?
Right, but it's my house as well. It's my dwelling, and I did not invite them to be there.
Okay, I'll have an officer give you a call.
I just need a wellness check. Yeah, I just need a wellness check. Take the license plate of anybody that's there right now because I might not recognize them, and they might be invited into my home without me while I was away. But I just want to make sure nothing weird is going on.
So make sure nothing weird is going on. So when we listen to the next 911 call, right? Go back to this. Trust me. Here's the link to this one. You're gonna want to go back and forth. We could do it all night, but I don't want to take up a whole show with just that. But seriously, like that right there. I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it just a skosh, and then you guys can hear it one more time before we go check out this other one.
I just need a wellness check. Yeah, I just need a wellness check. Take the license plate of anybody that's there right now because I might not recognize them, and they might be invited into my home without me while I was away. But I just want to make sure nothing weird is going on in my house, and also to retrieve property that's got naked pictures of me on it.
Okay, like I said,
and actually, there's two laptops. There's two laptops that have naked pictures.
Okay, like I said, I'll have the officer give you a call and see what they're able to do, okay?
Yeah, if I can prove, I just had a question you might be able to answer. If I can prove that there's naked pictures of me on the laptop, would that give them cause enough to retrieve them?
I'm not a police officer. I can't give you legal advice, but that's something you can ask the officer, okay?
Sure. Thank you so much, Officer Wilson.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Same thing over and over and over. I can't give you legal advice, but maybe the officer could tell you.
I caught a little sarcasm at the end. God bless her.
Yeah. But there's she's it almost sounds like she's trying to, and I don't. It sounds like she's trying to get help, but also create some issues for JP, because maybe they had a bunch of those ladies there, or those Filipino, and she's wanting them to go there, but she doesn't want to necessarily rat them out.
Well, I was thinking this. How does she know 50 miles away, somebody said that Florence would be? Is there a neighbor calling and saying, hey, Micah, there's people in front of your house again or in your house again?
I bet.
Right?
I bet. Because she probably talked to some of the old ladies that lived on the street. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I would
smart girl. She was a smart girl.
Yeah, and I
probably texting some of the people on the street, and that's where she heard, that she was getting people were, he was sending text messages as her to other people.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. But I mean, we don't know, but that's at least what it sounds like to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me play this next one. This one, just remember, something weird going on, and people she might not recognize. Remember that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Kitty.
It's weird.
Hi.
Where can I dispatch? Hello?
I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here.
This is Roy County Dispatch. Can I help you?
Sure, I was talking to a lady. She sent me you. Okay. What I'm calling for, we're in the neighborhood of Cascades. This is where that preacher guy, which everybody knows he's crazy out here, and his wife apparently, which we know she didn't shoot herself. But what's happening?
Apparently we know she didn't shoot herself.
And
Well, This was just a few days after. This was, I think, what, 4 days after?
I mean, it's
This was like 4 days after. So the people were already sketchy. The neighbors were. They were already sketchy when it came to his stuff. I mean, you can hear what's going on and how he's just hearing this stuff from the neighbors.
And he's had a bunch of Filipino girls or except I don't know if what's going on in there, but the neighbor also saw him beating one of those girls up not too long ago. He can be, tell the police about it. The mail lady just went down there and she said there's always different young Oriental girls in that house, and then they're now. I guess I don't know what he's doing. I know they're doing an investigation into her death because she had just filed for divorce and all. And, we all know her from running and everything, and she ended up dead. But I think somebody might want to go by that house and see what's going on because it don't look good for this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And her mom's out here, there's older people out here in this neighborhood. Something's going on.
When you line up the calls, it just makes sense.
Something's going on in the neighborhood. They all know. They all talk to each other, They all know he's crazy. They're all saying like, yo, I ain't trying to get, but hey, I'm not trying to get involved, but man, this dude, we all know he's crazy. We all know he's crazy. I mean,
we do all know he's crazy.
Yeah, I think they were one of the younger couples that were on that street, honestly, because it sounds like most of it is.
They were sick of him by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's a known loony. The crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
and scaring the neighborhood. He's really gripping the neighborhood.
Well, I mean, imagine all them old ladies if they're seeing some dude jumping on some female's back, hitting her or something. The old lady sitting there seeing that, I can imagine.
Jill in the chat says it reminds me of the movie The Burbs. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Tis true.
Yeah, they all know something's up. Come here.
Yes, ma'am. That's the address. And the mail lady said she went by there and there's still young Filipino girls. All that sex trafficking and all going on. Mm-hmm. I heard he was involved in that, but I'm not saying it because there's a lot he was into.
Okay.
And the little girls and all, and that's why it's going to all come out in the long run. But they're over there now. The girls are. There's nobody else. That's not their house. It belongs to her. And she had filed for divorce. So y'all might want to check it because there's something going on. They got like sheets all over the windows and don't look right in this neighborhood.
They have what all over the windows?
And like I said,
sheets.
It look like they got sheets put over it now since all this. And we did see him fly in there and fly out of there because he almost hit us in his blue truck and he took off. That was on Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. And apparently he sneaks in there and leaves. But those Orientals in there, and like I said, I think that was her house. But you heard about it. There's everything going on with the, what was the name? Rock Church, Solid Rock Church.
Okay.
And it's the Miller, J.P. Miller. And like you say, she filed for divorce. 2 days later, she's dead. So there's something going on in there. It's been going on a while. Like I said, the neighbor saw one of them, the boy, because he's real crazy, beating the girl on the back. But I don't know why he didn't call the police, but he didn't know either. A lot of people don't like getting involved.
I don't know why they didn't call the police, huh? Nobody wants to get involved. They're all too scared. I imagine what happened when one of them first did call the cops and what he did afterwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I mean, he was always into antagonizing people.
Yeah. But here they had in the incident report, S trafficking, right? And they did nothing. Just documented it. I doubt highly they walked in and checked out the place. I doubt it.
Black sheets on the window. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not like they opened the door right away. They could have, who knows, maybe they had something in that house where, you all better run in this room or something, who knows? Because if the mail lady is coming by and they need to deliver something, you don't know. You got an idea of when they're coming, but you don't know. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
could
there's
be
no
hours
set
later.
time.
Right. So, and you have to answer the door if you're expecting something. Otherwise, you got to go pick it up or you got to wait till the next day. So,
Right.
that would be a time where they wouldn't have to, it wouldn't be like, hey, go to the room real quick because it might be too late. But I mean, hell, if the cops are going there, they could sit there and knock and knock and knock and knock, and that gives whatever, um, time for them to show up and not notice anything. But, who knows, like, how much they're trying to get involved themselves also. Maybe they're just doing one of those, oh, okay, looks good, and just kind of look through the crack. That was it.
Mhm.
I don't know. It makes you wonder, especially with how things go down there for when it comes to the laws for the females and the protection that they need. It makes you wonder, like,
That's a good place to move people.
what do you mean?
Meaning, people aren't gonna, the police aren't really gonna necessarily think
Well, I mean,
anything.
who thinks a pastor is going to do
Yeah.
stuff like that? Number one, right?
Yeah.
But, and who knows? There's a lot of connections with legal and law.
Oh yeah, I've heard from few people that it's like murder in
Oh,
that area. Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's like super high. Yeah.
yeah, they got a lot of
It's
pull.
like,
connections and
really, it's like Idaho 4 with the University of Idaho and Sigma Chi.
yep. These
That's what
churches and
That's what it is.
fraternities.
They all rank up
they're
together.
inside even tribal laws. I mean, they all have their own little world that they deal in and their own rules, and it's very hard to penetrate to get it to
Oh yeah, because it's years.
Yeah.
It's generations. It goes back. So yeah, it's a lot to. There's like generations and tradition in a way. It's like.
Church with an ATM. That's what
Yeah.
Cher said.
It did.
Well,
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it is a church with ATM.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a front. I think
Well-
the church is a front for something that's been going on for a while, and
Yeah, you learned it.
I
from
think they've been
Catholic.
watched for a while, and I really believe that Micah's death gave the feds an open door to supersede over the state police and all the other law enforcement. I think they've been salivating at getting to this family.
Yeah,
And
just
now
getting
they
the
have a
door
way
to
to get
crack
to 'em.
open.
Yeah, they needed that door to open, and unfortunately, it took for this to happen,
Yeah.
for that door to open.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't cover his tracks too well, and your daddy was already effing it up when he was trying to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
usually with the generation, grandpappy's the one that perfected it. The dad is the one that doesn't make the mistakes that the grandpappy had to spend 15 years making. And then the son is the one that just F's it all up because he's too entitled and doesn't cover his tracks or whatever, like dad and grandpa did. Right? So I see it like a combination of things. Like the dude was so sloppy. I mean, look, the dude bought a freaking DeLorean, man.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's his or was he borrowing it or?
Like, Ann, what happens to the gangster that goes and buys this hot new car right after they just did a job? What
They
happens to
usually,
him?
wackadoo, wacka.
Right? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like, come on, man. You
And
bought a
to boot, did you see his
DeLorean?
license plate? Out of time? I mean, that's prophetic. You're out of time, brother.
Hey, we
You're out
had
of
the
time.
almanac.
Here comes Tony. Here comes Tony and Uncle Vinny.
I mean, you had the almanac in the damn.
Couple of
seat, too.
doo-doos are going to show up at your door, JP.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I'm having fun.
He's too entitled. He's running amok. That's why there's going to be so much of a paper trail. That's why I tell people, don't be upset if he's not, like this investigation still goes on for 3 or 4 more years, because I bet you there is a lot of trails. I bet you there is a lot of trails.
That's what I told you. My friend said that it has been going on.
Yeah.
Right. It's just there's been an operation in place down there, both Carolinas, for a while. But usually the SBI, which is the State Bureau of Investigations, get involved. But because of her death, the FBI, the feds, were able to get involved. They don't have to get approval from anybody. They could just come right on in through the DOJ. So I don't think it's going to take years and years. It may take a little while. I'd say by the end of the year, we'll see some bracelets on JP. Some pretty little silver bracelets.
I feel like there's just so many webs with so many different things involved, especially if you involve trafficking.
Yeah.
You're talking a long investigation, because there's a lot of spider webs with
Well,
that.
they've been watching him since Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, where is Big Daddy now? He's free.
He's running around.
Actually, no. You know what? I heard a rumor that he's staying with his baby boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're all shacking up together.
I mean, he was coming to church. He was slipping in and out. Yeah.
That's sweet.
He was slipping in and out. Oh, the kitten's doing great. She got a good nap today. She's been keeping me up all night, sleeping like a half hour and then wanting fed, but that's okay. That's what
she looks like she's
I have to do. But now she's like, I think it's like ball of energy time again. So I'm trying to keep her occupied so she don't start going nuts. But she's doing great. She's like 97% now when it comes to health. We're almost there. Yeah. Aww. We are almost there, but she doesn't. Oh, she's getting so big already. It's crazy. And
what are you giving her, like a kitten milk or something that's special?
Yeah, I got formula, and then I've been giving her some soft stuff too now.
I bet you it's filled with like all kinds of fats.
Oh, I'm telling you, like I still have to help her when it comes to eat. She's sloppy as hell. She is so sloppy. But she's actually preferring. I was talking to the vet today, and I was telling him too. I was like, yeah, she's actually preferring the soft food and just a little bit of milk now. So she's getting good. She's getting there, huh, Kitty? All right, let's get back to this now. Sorry, you guys.
No, I love it.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I don't think he's involved in sex trafficking, which I think he is, but y'all can find out. They got no things in their house.
And what is your name?
Live down the road, believe me. Yeah, the neighbor knows. Everybody's scared of this guy now because what's going on. They should be.
Right. And what's your...
Everybody's scared of this guy because of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, Explorer. Oh, crap.
Do you know about how many Oriental girls are there?
No, I have no idea, but the post ladies did it always, and she saw them in a while ago. So they came to the door and got some packages she delivered. She knows there's always something, and the other male man that used to be there said there's always something shady going in there with that boy and everything. Which it is, they're young. She thinks they're Filipino. Yeah, JP, he was his wife was just found dead. It was just said that she committed suicide, but all the people got Facebook. They know he killed. You know how that goes.
Right.
He did it all the time. He really did. He's a crazy guy. And he's involved in young kids and young girls. And of course, the church now is just saying that. Somebody should come and say that longer, and she'd be alive today.
That's sad too, right there.
Doesn't he say somewhere?
I'm sure y'all all read about it.
Hold on one second.
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Doesn't he say somewhere that JP beat one of the girls
Yeah, he was on her back. That was right here. Let me rewind it. It was right
Okay.
around. Let's see. I think it was right around here, maybe.
There's a reason why I'm asking that.
Let's see. Let me go back to the beginning because it might actually be in the beginning here.
Okay.
Where can he dispatch? Hello?
I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here.
This is Ray County Dispatch. Can I help you?
Sure, I was talking to a lady. She sent me you.
Okay.
What I'm calling for, we're in the neighborhood of Cascades. This is where that preacher guy, which everybody knows he's crazy out here, and his wife apparently, which we know she didn't shoot herself. But what's happening?
That's just.
And he's had a bunch of Filipino girls or except I don't know if what's going on in there. But the neighbor also saw him beating one of those girls up.
Okay.
Not too long ago. He can be, tell them the police about it. The mail lady just went down there and she said there's always different young Oriental girls in that house, and then they're now. I guess I don't know what he's doing. I know they're doing an investigation into her death because she had just filed for divorce and all. And, we all know her from running and everything, and she ended up dead. But I think somebody might want to go by that house and see what's going on because it don't look good for this neighborhood. And her mom's out here, there's older people out here in this neighborhood. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was later on.
Yeah,
no, he said it.
No, he just said it.
The mail lady said she went by there.
Sorry, she's distracting me.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah,
So-
he said it.
Yeah, he said it. So, okay, why did I ask that? Because somebody had wrote me on Facebook, I think it was, on the magazine, and said, I'm one of the cleaning ladies, and I've cleaned for him before. It was a brand new account, so it was, faux pas, it was fake. And I said, really? So were you the one that he gave a beating to? She never said anything again.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like.
Wait, say that again, Ann? What,
Yeah.
She said
After
she was
we
a cleaner?
played this the first time, she wrote, this woman writes me out of the blue on Creator, and she said, I'm one of the cleaning ladies. And she said, I'm one of the Oriental cleaning ladies. I said, oh, really? I said, are you the one he gave a beating to? And then she didn't say a word after that.
Wow.
It's funny how the cockroaches come out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad.
And there's still young Filipino girls, all that sex trafficking and all going on.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he was involved in that, but I'm not saying it because there's a lot he was into.
Okay.
And with little girls and all, and that's why it's going to all come out in the long run. But they're over there now. The girls are. There's nobody else. That's not their house. It belongs to her. And she had filed for divorce. So y'all might want to check it because there's something going on. They got like sheets all over the windows and don't look right in this neighborhood.
They have what all over the window?
And like I said,
sheets.
It looks like they got sheets put over it now since all this. And we did see him fly in there and fly out of there because he almost hit us in his blue truck and he took off. That was on Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he sneaks in there and leaves. But those Orientals in there, and like I said, I think that was her house. But you heard about it. Everything going on with the, what was the name? Rock Church, Solid Rock Church.
Okay.
And it's the Miller, J.P. Miller. And like you say, she filed for divorce. 2 days later, she's dead. So there's something going on in there. It's been going on a while. Like I said, the neighbor saw one of them, the boy, because he's real crazy, beating the girl on the back. But I don't know why he didn't call the police, but he didn't.
Boy.
Yeah, right there. Well, yeah, he's an older gentleman, so he referred to JP and Micah as boy and girl. Yeah.
Yeah, the young girl.
Yeah.
But I don't call the police. Mm. He didn't call the police.
Well, that's YouTube's closed captioning. Yeah, I think he's just basically saying nobody. Let me rewind it just a skosh here.
The boy, because he's real crazy, beating the girl on the back. But I don't know why he didn't call the police, but he didn't know either. A lot of people don't like getting involved. I don't know if he's involved in sex trafficking, which I think he is, but y'all can find out. They got no business in their house.
Okay. And what is your name?
Kitty. Oh, my Lord, she's got so much energy right now.
Live down the road, believe me. Yeah, the neighbor knows. Everybody's scared of this guy now because what's going on. They should be.
Right. And what's your
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
She got a treat money.
Her belly
do you know
rub.
about how many Oriental girls are there?
No, I have no idea, but the post lady did it always, and she saw them in a while ago. So they came to the door and got some packages she delivered. She was she knows there's always something, and the other male man that used to be there said there's always something shady going in there with
Always
that boy
something
and
shady
everything.
going on.
Which it is, they're young. She thinks they're Filipino.
He makes it clear they're
Yeah,
young.
JP, man, he was the.
He makes it very clear that they're young.
Yes, multiple times too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Multiple times.
Yeah.
and the sheets. I did try it on at my house, but I don't know. I couldn't tell that there were sheets on the windows.
Oh, from the outside?
Yeah, I couldn't tell necessarily. But
Maybe they have them hung different. You know,
Yeah.
so it's obvious, or maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just crooked or something. I don't know.
There's probably something that gave him the impression that there were sheets.
Maybe the mail lady saw it. With the
Yeah.
opening, maybe.
Right. Yeah, through the crack.
That's true.
Because they're all talking to each other, you know?
Yeah, mail lady knows a lot.
Yeah, she does.
She definitely knows a lot. And yeah, he keeps repeating it, stressing the trafficking and the young girls stuff.
It's gross.
Well, it makes the neighborhood dangerous.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Aw,
Oh,
little nose.
oh my God. She just sneezed a couple times. Hold on. Come here.
Oh no, I hope she's not getting sick.
She's showing off for the camera. No. Maybe she's got allergies.
No, she's just getting over being sick. I've been getting her back to health. She was actually right after the hurricane. She was like, oh shoot. She was chilling under a bush all by herself, just crying.
Oh.
Yeah, she got left stranded or something, and then she had crusties all over her eyes, and she couldn't open her eyes, and she was all skinny, and
oh god,
she was caught in the storm.
That's why I'm so from the storm, from the hurricane.
Poor baby.
Yeah, so I've been spending the last few days just nursing her back to health and giving her medicine and getting her to be a healthy kitty.
So did JP have pets? Do we know?
Well, okay, so it's funny you said
dog.
that. I don't know if you have it, CJ, but I came across earlier a 911 call of him calling, and the dispatcher was very kind, very compassionate, and in that he said there were 2 dogs. I have no
really?
idea what it
2?
was. Yeah, 2
Hmm.
little dogs is what he says.
Yeah, I heard of 1, but I didn't know 2. Interesting. Did they say what? What dogs?
No, it just said little dogs.
Well, we'll probably be going through more 911 calls in the next show too. Oh, kitty. All right, we'll go ahead and finish this one.
One, his wife was just found dead. It was just said that she committed suicide, but all the people got Facebook. They know he killed. You know how that goes.
Right.
He bleeded all the time. He really did. He's a crazy guy. And he's been involved in young kids and young girls. And of course, the church now is just saying that. Somebody should come up and say that a lot longer, and she'd be alive today.
Wow.
I'm sure y'all all read about it. It just happened, I think, Saturday. But there's always been something weird, and everybody got to tell you something weird going on in that house.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a nice neighborhood. Yeah, I don't really want to get involved, but you know what I mean?
Right. Do you know if there's any
Something
weapons
to be done.
involved?
I don't know if there's any weapons in there. I know they said the girl shot herself. I don't know if they happened there. Somebody told me that the mail, they thought she did in Charleston, which don't make sense, but nobody knows.
Okay.
I don't know what's in that house.
And is there anyone in danger right now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside the house or not.
Right.
There's a black car out there. I know they got the windows and all. They'll see when they see the house.
Okay.
Yeah, he slipped in and he ran out of there. So I don't know if he was. I know he had a restraining order on him, and I don't even think he was supposed to be around that house. But I don't. Like I said, she ended up dead. You know how that goes.
Right.
You know how
It's weird. It's very, and everybody knows. Everybody in that church knows. Everybody knows it, and it's under investigation. So
everybody knows
All right,
it.
I'm going to let you go. An officer's going to be dispatched as soon as possible. Just call us back if you get new information or need further assistance.
all right, we appreciate it. We didn't want to get involved, but there's something needs to be done. So there's something going on, and you know it.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. But
Something going on, and you know it even.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's known. Yeah, it's a known fact.
I mean, they had to have a lot of 911 calls going there. I mean, it sounds like the neighbors. I mean, they were even talking about their divorce and how they're separated, and they know a lot.
Hmm.
They know a lot.
Well,
And
he's
he's
very
saying all the
descriptive.
church people too, huh?
Yeah, he said the church. Yeah, he's very descriptive.
Yeah, all the church people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna listen to this one. This is, and then we're gonna do some voice comparison here. This one's gonna be the 911 where he was calling on Protest J. Oh, bless you. Where he was calling Protest J. Now listen to how concerning they are. She's even like, "Hey, they're following him into this place now," like talking to somebody else. You know, like very concerned. When it comes to how this one went down. 1 second here. All right, let me get that ready. Very concerned on this one.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
The address is going to be 6 Coldwater Circle. This is the one that's all over the news. And there's a car that's following me around in my neighborhood, and I think she has a gun. And she's been following me everywhere. I've tried to get away, and she keeps following me. I think it's a girl or that or a guy with long hair, but I'm in my neighborhood driving, and she stays behind me. I tried to drive to Target. She stayed behind me. She was in front of my house with either a gun or a camera or something. And she's still following me in my neighborhood now. And I've received death threats over the past few days, so I'm kind of worried about this.
Okay, and what's the numeric address that you're at?
I'm driving in my neighborhood, but my address is Coldwater Circle, 29538.
What street are you on now? Do you know?
No, I'll be on Coldwater in about 30 seconds. I saw a police officer in the front of my neighborhood a little while ago. I don't know where he went. I went back to try to find him, but he's gone. But she's still following me.
Okay, do not go to your house.
Okay. Okay. So tell me what to do. I'm near my pool,
Okay.
the neighborhood pool.
Oh, you're fine. Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm in front of the neighborhood pool. I'm on Banks Drive, and I'm on Santo Drive, and
Okay.
It might be a guy. I can't tell if it's a guy or girl. There's 10 windows, but
Can you see what race they are?
I was at my house, and they're in a white Volvo. I think it's a Volvo, but it's a white SUV, a small SUV.
And they're following you?
Yeah, they're following me every turn I make. They're following me everywhere I go. They're following me. They follow me all around town. I try to get away. They're all around town. I went from 540. Went to 544 the whole time. They won't stop following me. Man, my heart's racing. I don't know what to do.
Stay on line, okay? Do you know what type of gun it was?
Okay. What type of gun? No, I don't. I know they were holding something up through the window. It could have been a camera. Could have been a gun. have been a water pistol. I don't know what it was. They're holding something up and they won't stop following me. They just now, for the first time in the past 10 minutes, they just now stopped.
For the first time in the past 10 minutes, they just now stopped.
That seems a little suspicious to me, don't you think?
It's so
planned
made up. It's so made up. It's so dramatic. It's like the music almost adds to it. It's like you're watching a Hollywood movie or something in a car chase, right?
That's funny. I didn't think of that.
The music.
You can imagine him like looking out the side mirror, dodging traffic, looking up, in the rear view mirror, dodging this traffic.
And the music in the background is like
like some Tom Cruise stuff going on, Oh wait, oh, it's about yeah, hey. But man, they're so concerned though. Why are they so concerned about him? All right, here's some more. It's so made up. It's so made up.
Yeah.
Okay, where'd they stop at?
On a street called I don't know, Banks Drive, maybe. I think. Come here. Should I try to get the license number? Like go behind them or something?
No, do not go near them.
Okay. I'm not doing nothing.
Oh,
Are you? Is anyone else in danger right now, besides you?
No, I'm the only one in my car. Oh, they're back to following me again.
Okay.
Is there any way you can get to? I'm trying to get you to a safe location. Do you know where the grab and go gas station is?
Yes.
Can you try to get to there?
Yes. Yeah, but I'm just scared. I want to find out who this person is. I'm scared they'll stop following me or something. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I'm scared they'll stop following me. I'm scared they'll stop
Wait, I want to
following me.
go find out who it is. That makes sense, right?
I'm scared they're gonna stop following me. Yeah, he said. Yeah, he did. Watch. That's what it was. It's all
the
made
fast
up.
and the frivolous, SOC says.
Love it. That up there. It's like, where's the construction jump over? The oil pan don't get busted when the car slams on the cement.
Yeah, you need to laugh sometimes. Yeah. The music makes it even more.
It does,
dramatic.
Right? It does. It fits very well.
Like he's got a cut right here on his cheek, and a little bit of dirt on his jaw. Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm just scared. I want to find out who this person is. I'm scared they'll stop following me or something. I don't know what to do.
Stop following me.
That's why we're going to get officers in the area, okay, sir?
He's nuts.
Scared they'll stop
following. I'm going to the gas station.
And it was Jesus J.
It's made up.
And they're still following me. How soon will the police officer be at the gas station? I'll be there in about 30 seconds. That's probably. Oh, they just turned.
They turned
into the pool in my neighborhood.
All right, just go.
They turned into the pool in my neighborhood. Now there you go. There it wasn't a jump over construction. It was a jump over the pool. That's what it was. Oh my gosh, it is. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie. They turned into the pool in my neighborhood. Oh my Lord.
The gas station.
Okay. Man, I wish the police officer would go to the pool.
Yeah. In the pool.
They're on what's the name of the street? They're on Azalea Lakes Boulevard. It's where they're at. Azalea Lakes Boulevard. And
okay. Just go to the grab and go.
Yep, they're coming to me.
They're coming.
Oh.
If I get to the grab and go, what if they do something to me there?
Okay. Well, that's why I want to see if they're going to continue to follow you since you're in a safe location where other people are at. And if they do, then go past it, and I'm gonna have you go somewhere else. Okay?
That pool
Okay,
reference.
they follow me to Target.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Not very bright people. Amazing.
This whole play-by-play is just cracking me up because it's so fake.
Well, now that I hear it like this, I didn't hear it one other time. Not all of it, but maybe some of it.
I don't know. This was
No,
just
we
sent
didn't
to me
hear this.
last night. It
No,
was
we
just sent to
didn't.
me
We
last
we
night.
saw the video from Jay. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just sent to me last night. I didn't want to upload them all at the same time. I figured I'd space them out.
This is.
He's a bad actor, JP. He really is.
Yeah. What do I do? What do I do if I pull it? Oh my gosh. This is too much.
Target. I was pulling into Target and they
Actually, you can go to my show a few weeks ago and you can see the videos of what was actually taking place from Jay himself. It's nothing to do with dash cam. You can see what Jay was doing. Jay wasn't doing any of this stuff that's being said right here. In fact, it was like a pretty calm drive. There wasn't no dodging traffic and jumps in a pool. It was pretty calm.
Are they still behind you?
Let's see. I don't see them.
We're still just gonna go to the grab and go, just in case.
Oh God, Satan being chased by Jesus.
Oh, there they are. Crap. They're right behind me. They pulled into another street. They're right behind me. I'm at the grab and go. I'm at the grab and go, and they're following me to the grab and go.
Oh, crap.
He was following the person to the grab and go. And he goes, "Oh, crap." No. He followed them.
Oh, there they are. Crap. They're right behind me. They pulled into another street. They're right behind me. I'm at the grab and go. I'm at the grab and go, and they're following me to the grab and go.
Okay, just keep on driving down Palmetto Point.
So now as he's at the grab and go, he's motioning out of his window to come here and come talk to me, right?
Oh, crap. I turned into the grab and go. I didn't know what to do. I turned into the grab and go.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, can you go out the other exit?
Oh, crap. Right, Kitty? It's a bunch of beer.
Crap. They're following me to the grab and go.
Okay,
crap.
Can you listen?
Yes.
I'm
going out the
I
other
need
exit.
you to go out towards Palmetto Point, okay? We're gonna go towards 17.
I'm gonna listen. Okay. Oh my gosh.
The special little Avenger he is.
He just put in the,
Right?
he's still in the grab and go.
Is that how Spidey talks when he's in a dangerous situation? Oh my gosh! Hey!
Grab and go. Oh no! I turned to the grab and go. I didn't know what to do.
No, my.
Spidey speak. No,
Wait, hold on. I gotta get a drink. He's following me.
that's not.
God.
That's not how Spidey talks.
Oh my God!
Come on, JP, you can do better.
He's trying to get out of there.
They parked into the grab and go. They parked in the grab and go.
Parked in the grab and go. What vehicle are you in,
the
hon?
grab and go. I'm in a blue pickup truck, and they're in a white SUV, and they parked in the grab and go. So they made a parking space. They're no longer behind me.
They made a parking space.
Okay,
Arrest them.
so they're still parked.
I see the police officer.
All right, wait a minute.
So really, what took place is Jay went and parked, and Jay went and parked, was facing a bush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then he's looking down. So then he looks over. He sees JP like parked facing him. So then Jay gets out and was like, "Come on, let's just talk."
Well, you know, CJ, those Volvos are very dangerous.
Oh, and how did he come up with it being a white SUV? Right? If you guys listen to it real close, he said SUV.
Yeah.
That's not an SUV. That's a station waggy. Come on now. It's completely different. Oh crap!
Oh my
You're
God.
following me into the grab and go. No,
Yeah,
you followed them, bro.
The
Oh,
music is
gosh.
just,
I know
puts
it's
the
intense,
icing on the
right?
cake.
It's intense.
Down. Wave them down.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. You did such a good job. Oh, now that person got out of the car.
Oh
They've
crap!
gotten out of the car.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Yeah.
Why is he acting like they got out of the car to come get at
Look
him?
at him.
Come
He
on.
parked forward. Yeah.
Just wave that officer down, okay?
Oh gosh! I'm sorry, Kitty.
Okay, I waved him
Yeah.
down and he's turning in and he's going after the person. I think he sees the person just got in their car.
Okay. Just stay on the line with me.
Okay, I am. It's a boy with long hair. It wasn't a girl. Thank you so much for taking care of me. Thank you.
It makes me wonder, like when him and Susie go out to dinner at like, the macaroni grill or something, is she like, oh my gosh, this freaking story again? Like
Yeah.
it's gotta be so hilarious to listen to, right? But then you have to like I can't imagine listening to him tell an exciting story because it's gotta sound just like this.
And thank you so much for taking care of me.
Right. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. Oh wait, but there's more. There's more.
Yeah.
So much. It's such a good
There's
job.
more.
I really appreciate it.
ShamWow.
God, if I told you how scared I was, you wouldn't even.
He'd be a great ShamWow spokesperson.
I'm still
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the phone with him.
It's the Volvo. You said it's the Volvo, correct?
Yes, he got him. He got him. Thank you so much.
Got
You're
him.
welcome.
They got it. Like he got
Got
a
Do I hang up with you
like
now?
he
Is that
got
what you do?
like he got ripped out of his car and was handcuffed right away, and they were already cuffed. They
Yeah.
got him. They got him. No, they got him out of his car and they started talking to him.
Oh my gosh.
This is too much.
Yes, he got him. He got him. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Like you're watching
Do I
Cops.
hang up with you now? Is that what I do? Oh my
If
God.
you feel safe
Oh,
enough to hang up,
no.
unless you want another officer with you.
Are we
No,
gonna
no,
get
do I-
close to?
Do I go to my house? Do I park somewhere? What do I do?
Just,
What do I do?
just, where are you at right now? Are you still at the grab and
I'm
go?
at the grabbing it. Yeah, I can get gas. I need gas. Should I get gas?
I need gas.
Okay, so just
What do I do?
stay in your vehicle, okay?
Okay,
And just
I'll stay in my vehicle.
and just stay right where you're at.
Calm
My
down.
officer will come
Calm
to
down.
you.
He needs gas.
You don't
Okay,
get
I
out.
really- I'm gonna.
That makes
So
Full
what-
of gas.
This is what's funny is if you watch the body or the dash cam from Plunder. We got to do that. We got to do that some night where we
Side by
play this
side.
audio. We play this audio with the dash cam, so then you can hear JP's rendition of how everything's going down according to what you're seeing on
Yeah.
camera. That would be so epic. Oh my gosh!
Oh, that was funny.
Because all they're doing is just standing there talking to him.
There was a show that people, it used to be a guy and two robots, and they would watch these old movies
Oh, yes.
and make fun. Science something.
Mystery
3000?
theater or
Mystery
science.
Theater 3. Yeah, something like that. And
Yes.
that's what we should do. So
I
that's
love
all
that. I love that show. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
That's it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we need to do.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
know
it's
that.
hilarious.
Now I feel young because I don't know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't know Mystery Science 3000? You do.
Go look it up. Go look it up. You'll
Oh
love
my
it.
God, you do know it. How could
Two
you
robots
not
and a
know
guy,
it?
very sarcastic, making all
From
kinds
the early 90s?
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, I
It's
don't
kind of a
remember that.
geeky show.
I don't remember that. I remember The Simpsons. I was into The Simpsons and stuff, but
Oh,
no,
Mystery
not the
Science.
robot thing. Was it on cable?
Well, yeah.
Because I didn't
I
have
don't
cable.
remember. I think so. I don't remember
it?
now. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if it was on cable, I didn't get to see it unless I was at a friend's house or something.
Oh, God, it was hilarious.
I'm sure it's on YouTube. It is
Oh, my God.
hysterical.
Let me
It is
see.
on YouTube. I've watched it.
I could see doing that to this because it's just so pathetic.
Oh,
It is. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to link up like the audio with the dash cam because it's got to be like He's just blowing this whole thing out of proportion. None of this even happened like this.
They're
It's
parked
crazy.
next to the air and the vacuum thing over there, away from everybody. I don't want to cause a. I don't want to get in the way of people, so I'm going to park over here on the side if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm here and I'm okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I hear. I'm okay.
You're
I'm
welcome.
okay.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
When what was funny is right before that call took place, he, like I said, he ripped out of his driveway and just went right up on the tail. Like you could hear the car engine in Jay's video when he was pulling up. Just the car engine or the truck engine.
And Jay's like driving at 25 miles an hour, like in a white Volvo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole event is just, it's like, why do you even have to continue to make it up after officers are already there? Because you're gonna.
He has that histrionic personality.
They got it. They got it. They got it.
Everything is hysterical. Everything is just hysteria.
They probably got like a napkin after that and was like, holy crap, guys, that was wild.
It's all in his
I
head.
can imagine all the stuff that was going on in their head, hearing all that.
Oh,
I'm sure the cops walked away and said, this guy's an idiot.
Oh. Well, what's shocking to me is the officers that showed up for that call, the majority didn't know who he even was.
Yeah, they were pretty nasty at the end.
Right? So, it made me wonder, like, is he that popular to the police force in that area? That's what I don't understand.
I don't.
Don't you think they would all know who he was when they showed up? Because there was 2 out of 3 that didn't know who he was. One of them just heard he was a pastor.
Do you remember hearing the end where one of them said, hey, do you want to go back and talk to him, meaning JP, and the other one was like, F no.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuck with me.
Really?
Yeah, because it showed they didn't even want to, they thought he was a wackadoo.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there was, like at night, there's probably the same officer that
it is county
getting called over most of the time.
It is Horry County. It's not city. Yeah,
so,
that's what Vivian said.
So,
did he flash his pastor badge?
Probably.
Oh my goodness.
Probably. Let me see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play Micah's 911 call that she made for Lumber River State Park or at Lumber River State Park. And then we're going to listen to one of the 911 calls that we listened to a little bit ago to do a voice comparison now. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Hold on. Where? Here it is. Where in the heck did it go? What the heck? YouTube is being buggy lately. Like, there's stuff that's like just disappearing from my playlist.
Boy.
Hold on. Because I make multiple ones, so let me just go back to this one. It was Fitz News. There it is, right there.
Phone number you're calling me from?
All right, so let me go back. Let me share their link here real quick, too. Fitz News. All right, and then I'll mute the music. And then we'll go back to the other one and we'll kind of go back and forth. Here's that. Fitz News. If you're not subbed, go do so. And here's this.
Robeson County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
A national park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff. Hi, Diana. I'm needing somebody to go to my house, the house that I currently reside in. Me and my husband are separated, and since I was admitted to the hospital, I have been told that he's taken possession of my phone, laptop, and car, which are all in my name. How do I get a deputy out there to get those items surrendered over to be temporarily held until I get out of the hospital?
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone.
I didn't hear.
Find my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing.
I'm told that he's taken possession of my phone, laptop, and car, which are all in my name. How do I get a deputy out there to get those items surrendered?
She's more nasal.
Temporarily.
Yeah. Her real voice is more nasal. The one who's talking on the 911 call is not. And it's not Micah, I'm sorry.
Flat. The one in the 911 call is just flat.
Well, I think they're trying to be flat, but if you listen to the tone of the voice, and remember I said we used to manipulate vocal to make it fuller and you know, give it vibrato and all this, and you had to change even the sound of the vocal. So listening to her, the 911 call, it's not as nasal as the one that's speaking from the hospital. Listen, you'll pick it up now that I've pointed it out. You'll probably hear it.
Yeah, it does. No, it does sound nasally, but I just attributed it that it could be a different environment too.
No, I talk nasal.
Yeah.
It's just part of her mom talks nasal. I've talked to her for hours. It's just in the family. You know, her mom on the phone actually sang for me that song, and she sounds. Or rather, the other way, Micah sounds just like her.
I mean, I have nasal issues myself. You know.
No. We're not talking about sinus. We're talking about that's
just
different.
the nasal.
It's a nasal way of talking. You remember the nanny? She practically talked out of her nose. You know. I hear that nasal sound in Micah's real voice, and it's missing from the 911 call.
Let's see if this one has the nasal sound too.
Okay.
Officer Wilson.
How can I help you?
This is another call.
I'd like to do a wellness check, Officer Wilson.
Okay, what's the address?
Coldwater Circle.
What city?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
What's your name? What's the call back from?
And
Go back a little bit.
yeah, I just want to make sure that that laptop doesn't end up in the wrong hands.
Yeah, still nasal.
Wrong hands.
Hands. That's
It's
the
nasal.
tongue. The tongue is leaning on the back of the throat.
Let's see how.
People are saying they can even hear it in her Facebook videos as well.
Yeah, it's a nasal thing. I hear it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've said from the very get-go, that's why we started covering the cases, because I didn't think it was her.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. Purr. You purr baby. You
Does she have a
parrot.
purr box?
What?
A strong purr box? Because my
Oh,
cat barely, is
She
very
just started purring yesterday for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, you purr. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're just full of energy now, aren't you? Oh, is it gonna?
I don't think you are in Robeson County. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened. Of your emergency.
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
That's more breathy.
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
In National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Fair Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone.
Okay, so who has the laptop with your pictures on it?
It's in my home, but I currently have guests staying at my home that I did not invite them.
That is not the same person.
So I'm kind of concerned that while I'm out of town, they might use that laptop for.
So now?
It sounds like maybe somebody was on the 911 calls trying to imitate her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
That's
said
what
that
I
the whole
thought
time.
from the beginning. It sounded to me like somebody was trying to she didn't even, as far as we know, I think the 911's cut off. I think it's always been cut off.
Now, somebody had
As far as
said,
we know, there was no name that was mentioned. She didn't say it's Micah.
somebody said in the chat, well, why was there a help and all that stuff? That was added later, and we have no idea if that was somebody just, spliced something at the end, because according to the 911, the original 911 call, which we've all gotten through FOIA, it ends right there. So we cannot, say for sure that the end of that call was real. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
But
some
there
people
was
are
no
just-
name that was mentioned in it, so right there.
Right, but somebody asked about the yelling for help and grab her arm, and that was never proven that was really part of the real 911 call.
Yeah, that's just because if it would be, I think Fitz News would have released it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure, and one of the
just
networks would have, yeah.
So, yeah, when it comes to that help and all that other stuff, yeah, in that video, you definitely hear somebody saying help, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
I think Fitz News. I mean, they're the ones that have been releasing a lot of this stuff before anybody is Fitz News, and I think Fitz News would have released it, and you would see Fitz News have a video that shows the recording of the help and all that other stuff. I don't hear it in this 911 call whatsoever. So
I think it was spliced on later.
yeah, if it's not coming from LE or whatever, well then I don't know how do you trust it. You have to take things with a grain of salt sometimes,
right?
Because it sounds like it could be too good to be true or whatever, so to speak. I don't know. I wanted to do that. I figured since we had those 911, we would go ahead and do a voice comparison.
That was a great idea. I'm glad
since we had those, there's it's a 911 call, so it should be somewhat similar. If that's the case. So now we'll get into some of these other 911. Let's see here. 1 second. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys? I guess let me make a poll for tonight, and we'll see what it is at the end of the show. I'm interested to know how many people. Is the 911 the last 911 call Micah? And I'm wondering how many people think it actually is.
I thought it was AI at first, and now I think it's a different person.
Well, there's voice modification. I think that's what they call it, which is really not AI. It's just somebody speaking, and then they have some kind of modifier will change their voice. Now, can you change it to an actual person? I don't know. I really never looked into it. Maybe worth looking into. But somebody I remember saying in the chat they thought it was voice modification.
I don't know. I just thought it was always somebody that was trying to mimic her, create an alibi or create an event.
There was a I don't want to say his name, but there was a content creator who showed that you could very easily do that. And he did it right in front of us. So it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that video. That's why when I first came across that video, I still didn't feel like that's when I first said to people on the show, think about Kurt Cobain AI. That's when I started comparing the Kurt Cobain AI, because I watched that video and I'm like, okay, but still,
that's right.
Where's the Kurt Cobain graspy? She would have it too. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, even with a modifier, see, AI would have had that rasp. They would have had the nasal. They would have had everything because it would have been a copy, right, of her voice. But with modification, if you don't have that kind of vocal naturally, you're not going to be able to add that.
Yeah, you need nowadays you only need like a 30-second snippet of somebody's voice and they can pretty much recreate whatever they want to now. It's pretty scary.
I know
what they can do with technology now.
Indeed.
Let me see here. What was this stuff? I saw somebody bring it up in chat. This pastor in flight was
I saw a bit of that.
This kitty's got me all up on different sleep. I'm trying to get sleep every 2 hours.
What was it?
This kitty's going crazy.
So JLR had a
thing. The flight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that. So he was tracking it live while it was happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. And I think he landed like just east of Lumber River.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I signed up for it, the flight tracker. Thank you, JLR.
I have it. Why? Yeah, I have it. I paid. I got that from when I was searching or about to go search for Danilo Cavalcanti.
I have the plane call sign if you want it.
Yeah, he put the plane call sign.
Huh.
So apparently it stopped near Lumber.
So what? He was live, and all of a sudden he noticed that the plane took off.
Yeah, I had it been sitting for quite some time, and that's why they were kind of curious on why it all of a sudden took off. Something like that, right? That's what I thought.
Something like that. I only watched part of it.
Mhm.
I mean, it just. I mean, I was working, but I watched part of it.
They weren't there very long, almost like they were picking up some people. Wink, wink.
Oh gosh.
Really?
Wink, 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 wink.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, I seen that, but I didn't get to because I woke up and then I saw that they were like, and I seen somebody was like sending me, like photos from the flight tracker, telling me about it,
Right.
and I'm just like, what the hell? I didn't even look to see where it went or anything like that. I heard, what didn't it go from like Arkansas or something to South Carolina?
No, I thought it was to North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a very big trip. Rock Mount or something.
North Carolina? Really?
Yeah, and I think JLR said it was just east or just west of Lumber River.
Oh, that the one that can, the one that's a doctor that can diagnose people and their health issues and if they're on the right medicine. That one. Okay. Yeah. Right. Hold on a second. 1 second. Okay, let me see here. Hold on. Sorry, she's got me all. Come here. Hold on 1 second.
Everyone, the Solid Rock Church plane is in the sky right now, and we are tracking it. It is going to an undetermined location, and this is according to Flight Radar 24. It seems like it left an airport in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and is heading south and might be going to Myrtle Beach. But we're monitoring the situation. Come on in and let's talk. Let's blow the paint up a little bit, and the track, make it a little bit closer, and show you what in the world is going on. This plane seems like it left. It's a Cirrus SR-22, and keep in mind, folks, this plane hasn't been in use for a while. Now, suddenly, JP Miller, it's put it in closer. He hasn't been seen at church for the last, while here. But we got a plane up in the sky. What is going on here? Who's in the plane, and where is it going? N623SR. Magnolia plans to come into the chat in a second, and maybe we could do explaining and see what in the world is going on. What's happening here, folks? So according to Flight Radar, or what they posted was an individual, a journalist, put out this information and said the plane didn't end up departing Rocky Mount until 1:29 p.m., meaning now it's expected to arrive at 2:15, possibly South Carolina, but I'm not so sure because it's 2:32. So a plane that is registered to the Solid Rock Market Common Church.
Dang, what did he get? Like a notification on his computer? Like, this is crazy.
No, I think he said someone told him. So maybe somebody is tracking the plane.
Okay, because I know people hit me up too with messages, but that's crazy.
I know people that track military planes, so they just love to do that. So I could see somebody going, yeah, let's add this plane to it. And I think they get notified if they pay for,
Yeah. Yeah, I pay for
right?
mine.
Right.
Yeah.
So that you get a notification. Okay, this plane's in the
Yeah,
air.
I think it's like 2 of them.
I'd love to know when it made it to North Carolina. When did it go out there?
Magnolia, she is on that. She is on that. All right. I just thought that was crazy. I seen that. I never got to check it out. I didn't know too much about it. I didn't even watch it. All right. I wanted to switch to this for tonight. This was Grizzly True Crime's video when it came to the timeline and the 911 call. So there's her link. If you're not subbed, I'm sure you are because she's awesome. And I think everybody's pretty much subbed to her. We're going to check out this episode again about the 911 call and the timeline. And she does such an amazing job here. Come here.
Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Gisela K. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today I'm going to read this Robeson County Sheriff's Office update with you. They said that they're going to do a media release, not a press conference, and that they will update everyone on their findings after the medical examiner ruled that Micah Acacia, also known as Micah Miller, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So we're going to look at that together. I just saw this just came out, now it says 19 minutes ago. If I refresh, it says 32 minutes ago. So we're going to, wow, they've even got pictures and everything. We're going to be reading this together in a moment. You can see Micah here. They've got surveillance footage and all sorts of things. All right. Are we ready? Please like and share. You can use the hashtag #JusticeForMicah. Welcome to all my moderators. Thank you so much for everything you do. Patrons, members, subscribers, anyone new that's here, any family or friends of Micah. This is a terrible loss. And as I was saying on X and on my community tab, I hope and I wonder if her family will sue the pastor man for a wrongful death, because I think he contributed to her deteriorating mental health, in my opinion. Don't you think there should be some accountability from his side or no? Anyway, let me know what you think. And of course, I know many people are also saying this is BS, they don't buy this outcome, all of that. I think there's a lot to think about. Let's hear what the Robeson County Sheriff's Office says, and then I want to hear what you say. NH Girl says, did you hear the 911 call? I did not hear the 911 call. Is it out there? I'm scared to. I'm very scared to, okay? Let me quickly say Micah Miller 911 call. I just quickly want to see. Stand by. There's a dispatch call. I don't see a 911 call. Oh, I could see it. I see it. I see it. Oh no. I didn't hear it. Is it bad? Let me know. Is it bad? Is it something I could listen to or not? Okay, I'm actually going to send this quickly to someone just to verify. Here we go. Okay, stand by. So, media release Tuesday, May 7th of 2024. Buckle up, everyone. This case is so heavy, it's so sad, oh my word. Thank you for being here with me. Here we go. Okay, death investigation that has tugged on the hearts of people across the nation has been ruled a suicide.
Oh, 1 second. This is from a bit ago. Contribution call out. She's a wildflower. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm so sorry. I just seen that. And it was from earlier. Thank you so much. I did hit the heart and the like on it when it came through. I appreciate that very much. I'm sorry about that.
The decision was based on surveillance footage, interviews, physical evidence, and the examination of the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office. On Saturday, April 27th, at approximately 2:54 p.m., Robeson County 911 communication center received a 911 call from a female. The caller asked the dispatcher if her phone could be located because she was going to kill herself and wanted her family to be able to find her body. That's very hard for me to still process, right? It's very unusual in the scenario. During the conversation with the dispatcher, the caller hung up the phone and the dispatcher was unable to contact the caller. The dispatcher was able to find the location of the caller and dispatched a deputy to the location. The deputies contacted the Lumber River State Park superintendent upon their arrival at Lumber River State Park in Orem, North Carolina. The deputies and state park rangers conducted a search of the area for the victim. The search was aided by a Robeson County Sheriff's Office drone. During the investigation, a black Honda Accord with a South Carolina registration was located in the parking lot at the state park. The investigators confirmed that the vehicle belonged to Micah Miller, 30, of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 30 years old. Oh no, it's just like, and she just turned 30. Wow. Okay, yeah, Brian W., you said it. Yes, you said, I think this hits close to home for a lot of us. Okay, so investigators located a Sig Sauer gun case in the passenger seat of the vehicle and a box of ammunition in the center console of the vehicle. Investigators also found a receipt for the Sig Sauer handgun from a pawn shop. All right, and a receipt from a convenience store in the vehicle. Both receipts were dated for the same day of Miller's death, April 27th of 2024. Oh, my word, the same day. So they're saying on the same day she went to go buy this gun? Wow, okay. During the search of the park for the 911 caller, investigators were approached by an individual who had found a bag near the water edge with an identification belonging to Miller. The individual stated that he heard someone crying and a gunshot while he was fishing. That's that guy, Johnny. What's his name? Johnny Jones or something.
Yes, if you're just joining, check out part 3 and part 4 as we went into the fisherman stuff. It's a bunch of BS.
You guys remember that guy? Yeah, we looked at a comment of his and I was like, where's this from? Like, what does it mean? So, I see it on the Justice for Micah group as well. All right. So, if I find that again now, I will read it to you. Okay, I did find it.
Justice, I've already posted it 2 times since you've asked. Why do you keep asking if I've already posted it 2 times and I have the title on the screen? I don't know if you should be joining a true crime YouTube show if you can't notice chat and the screen at the same time. You kind of have to do both to hang out, on the platform. You know what I mean? If you're especially if you're trying to get somebody to type it in chat so you can see it, well, you know what I mean? Then I assume you can see, right? Oh my lord!
I did find it. Just hold on.
I mean, right, Tiffany? Like, I assume you can see.
I found one part of it. Anyway, I'm going to look for it and then we can read what he said. We read some of it before. So they said, shame, man, the poor guy. He said he was basically on the water fishing. He heard someone like crying. Then he heard a gunshot. Then he heard no more crying. And then he went to the water's edge and found someone's, I think he said wallet, glasses, and purse. And he's like, and cell phone, wasn't it? I think cell phone. And then he's like, what? And I don't think he saw it at that moment. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so they said, right, he was fishing. Law enforcement continued the search and E911 received a call from an individual who stated that a body was located in the water. Law enforcement responded to the location and contacted the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office upon locating the deceased. The victim was identified as Micah Miller. In the water. A Sig Sauer 9mm handgun was located in the water at the crime scene during the search of the area. The serial number on the weapon matched the gun box that was found in Miller's Honda Accord. During the investigation, Miller's phone and other personal belongings were located. A search of Miller's phone revealed that she conducted a Google search for national parks near me and the Lumber River State Park location was provided. The investigation also revealed that Miller and her estranged husband, John Paul Miller, had been separated and were involved in the legal system. This information led to the investigators confirming the whereabouts of Miller and a female that he is allegedly romantically involved with. Investigators were able to confirm that both individuals were not in North Carolina on the night before and the day of Miller's death. Investigators learned through interviews that John Paul Miller was at an athletic event in Charleston on the day of Micah Miller's death. John Miller's vehicle was observed traveling on Highway 17 bypass in Horry County at 2:22 p.m. on April 27th of 2024. The investigation confirmed that John Miller was accompanied while traveling to and from the event in Charleston, South Carolina. Investigators conducted several interviews and developed a timeline of events in relation to Miller's death on April, got the date wrong, people, 27th? They were 24th, 27th of 2024, 11 a.m. Miller was observed on her Ring camera arriving at residence on Margarita Drive, Myrtle Beach. 11 a.m. Okay. 11:38 a.m. Miller was observed on her Ring camera leaving her residence. 12:12 p.m. Miller is observed on store surveillance walking into Dick's Pawn Shop, which is located at 1852 Mr. Joe White Avenue, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 12:13 p.m. Miller is observed at the register and initiates the purchase of a weapon. 12:34 p.m. Miller is observed leaving Dick's Pawn Shop after purchasing a weapon and ammunition. 1:06 p.m. I just want to see the time there. Okay. 1:06 p.m. Miller's black Honda Accord is observed traveling on Highway 501 near 4 Mile Road, Conway, South Carolina. 1:27 p.m. Miller's black Honda Accord is observed arriving at 41 Grocery and Grill, which is located at 41 South Carolina, or SC 41 Mullins, South Carolina. 1:35 p.m. Miller is observed leaving the store after purchasing a drink and gas. So I told you, it's got Debbie Collier vibes. Like Debbie Collier, that case on my word. Like
That's interesting, Debbie Collier. That's an interesting case. I haven't heard of that one for a while. That was a really... Are you guys familiar with that one?
No.
Debbie
The name
Collier.
sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one where it was the mom, and they found her. She went to like a Dollar's General or something, like an hour away from where she was from. Met her daughter and her daughter's son. Her daughter and her daughter's son were living at the house. They found her. They have security footage of her going to like this Dollar General first.
Oh, is this in Georgia?
And then turning around, yeah.
Okay,
and then
I know.
turning around and then finding her out in the woods right off the road, and had like a tarp by her, and her shirt was off, and she was partially burned, and they found her passed away.
I know, and they said it was a self-unaliving, right?
Something like that, yeah. I think so. It's been so long since I heard about it. Is that what is it? The self, is that what they ruled it?
That's what it has, but it's
It was
strange.
like, oh my gosh, it was like a year and a half ago, right? Somewhere around
Something
there.
like that. Yeah, I remember that.
That's interesting she brings that up, because it doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
That's why I want to watch what she says when it comes to the timeline, with what she has to say about it. That's interesting. Debbie Collier. I haven't heard of that one for a while.
like go buy a burger, go shopping a bit and everything, and then it's like, oh, they like suicide. I'm like, what? It's like, so okay, we're going to get a drink and gas. Right? Okay, 2:54 p.m. Miller called Robeson County from Lumber River State Park. So now we know the time. The Lumber River State Park is 32.7 miles, 41 minutes from 41 Grocery Store and Grill in Mullins via South Carolina 9 North. 911 call included below. First, let me say on behalf of the Robeson County Sheriff's Office that our sincere condolences are being sent to the family and friends of Micah Miller, says Sheriff Bernice Wilkins. This incident has garnered much attention from across the Carolinas and beyond. I want to assure everyone that a very methodical investigation was conducted by our criminal investigations team and crime scene investigative team. Unfortunately, rumors and conspiracy theories were spreading quickly and assumptions were being made. However, in the end, we must make decisions based on facts and evidence that has been gathered. While I know it's not what many people wanted to hear, the evidence is quite clear and compelling, and we are saddened as anyone that this occurred. There are many factors that we have reviewed that occurred over an extended period of time that are probably related to the reason for this investigation. But in the end, sadly, a tragic decision was made by Micah that ended her life. Oh my goodness, let me quickly just see. Okay. So, let's see. I just want to see, did they include it here? Where is it? They say included below. I'm just careful to click on it, but apparently we can listen to the call. I just want to see the pictures. Is this now the picture of Horry County? This is the pastor's vehicle, right? That's his truck. So they're showing where he was. Shame, man. Why is the picture so small? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Stand by. Let's try to zoom in here. I hope they update. Hey, Robeson County Sheriff's Office, if you're watching, I hope they correct that typo with it. We all make typos, especially me. I make a lot of typos. Not proud of it, okay? But every presentation has to have a typo. And there they said April 24th, and it was April 27th, the date that she died, right? Donald Payne said they should go after him for being the only contributing factor. I'm also going to show you a letter, an email that he supposedly wrote to her before she took her own life. If you didn't see it on my community tab, prepare to be very, very upset. Shame, man. She's smiling here and everything. Oh, my word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there she is as well in a vehicle.
Thank you, everybody,
Man,
for hopping in. Appreciate
this is sad. This is very sad. Did any of you see my YouTube short that I made just before this live stream or no? If not, I'll show you that as well. Okay. And there she's driving. Oh no, this is so eerie and so scary and so sad. Here she is leaving. Like, what happened that morning? What happened? Her friend said she was all excited on Friday night to be like making plans, like see you on church on Sunday. She was booking haircuts and everything, right? Simone Miller said this is abuse leading to murder in slow motion. Yes, that's what Laura Richards called it, right? Even if JP and enablers are not physically responsible, they are accountable for beautiful Micah's death, in my opinion. I agree with your opinion. It is murder in slow motion. So even if he didn't pull the trigger, well, in my opinion, he killed her spirit. He killed her soul. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. So this is her leaving her apartment, I assume. And there she is at Dick's Outlet. Dropped pin, Southport from my location, Dick's Pawn Store. Is that her phone? I think so. Yeah, search maps. And it said airplane mode is on. Okay. And they circle this over here and her over here. Here's the 911 call. So, whoa. I've never heard this, okay? So this is my first time too, okay? I'm going to put the sound on. I have checked with my manager that it's okay to play, and it is. So I'm going to play it for us. Here we go. If you haven't heard it before, then it's your first time with me as well. Okay, let's go back to the beginning.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
At National Park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Fair Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. And my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing. Hold on 1 second.
It's another minute or so.
I don't think you are in Robeson County. Yeah, the Lumber River State Park.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to. I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
That was the whole call. Oh my. And she's smiling in all these pictures. It's this case, it's very difficult. Like, what
She's
is
glowing
happening?
in all the
So much to
pictures, man.
process.
Robeson County.
Okay, I just want to show you something quickly. Thank you for listening to that with me. Okay, yeah. Beach Bum says, Beach Bum, CAG, cat. This is unbelievable. This is, I don't even know. I don't even have words for it. My goodness. So let's quickly just pull this over here. This was the Robeson County. Yes. What is this now? Oh yeah, this one. Oh my. Prepare to be very upset. And I don't know where this is coming from. There's a reporter that posted this, and apparently it's an email that J.P. Miller, the pastor, her estranged husband, sent to her. I think they said it was in March. Okay. And I don't know. This is just like what a lot of crap. It makes me so angry. I don't know. Like, to me, it seems almost like it's like, see, yeah, she killed herself, and now I'm going to show you this email that I sent her. But the email is not doing him any favors. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pernille says bear hugs all around. Definitely. I hope that you're all okay. This is devastating. Okay. So the pastor, J.P. Miller, whose girlfriend seems to be just hanging out at his house right now. They're just carrying on, just like, oh, well, she was crazy. Like, what? Oh, okay, don't get me started. He said, hey, Micah. I hope you're doing well. I'm ready to be done and move on and heal and find a first lady who won't treat me the way you are. Let me just read it one time in full before I comment. I really hope you do great things. I was willing to do anything. I even had the amazing desire to have kids since you're not on meds. And I want to apologize for the flowers and fruit. It was already paid for to last until your birthday. Feel free to give it all away. I sent that to you before I found out all the things that I have recently found out about you and what you've done. And you disgust me. So please, let's meet soon and be divorced and let this nightmare be over for me. I'm enjoying all the Africa missions, and Pastor Jumba and all the pastors' wives are so excited for what we're doing. We expect 120 kids our first semester, I have about 10 to 12 people going this time, including Kristen, and Tom Winslow, and Becca, and Jonathan, etc. And I need to move on ASAP. I need a woman who'll respect me and love me and be worthy of all that being a first lady's about.
Right there. That's her motivation. So please, let's meet soon and be divorced and let this nightmare be over. I need to move on ASAP.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Indicates a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then you listen to, like, especially our part 4 when you hear Johnny when he's like, I ain't trying to be no investigator. But none of it made sense to him either.
Yeah.
So if it didn't make sense to him, it doesn't make sense to anybody else. Yeah, I'm surprised she brought up Debbie Collier, because now that she brought it up, it really does, like, the evidence doesn't say this person did that to themselves.
Yeah, like burning yourself. I mean, who dies like that?
Well, yeah, and then you look at the how does a gun float away?
And how does she go in that yucky water? I mean, at that part to do unalive herself. I mean, that's who does that?
How did she end up with a tree or a log on top?
Yeah. It didn't seem like there was much of a current. I mean, unless the firearm, the kickback. I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense.
No.
There was no investigation.
The water,
according to
No,
this.
the phone call just cut that investigation off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even with his alibi, it was even with Johnny, they just took his word. He's like, so they just took your word? Yeah, they just took my word. Why wouldn't that be suspicious if some guy's coming up behind you, doesn't know that you're the law, comes up to you asking you if you know of a Micah Miller, and doesn't know you're law enforcement until he sees you put the drone up in the air because he sees it's a sheriff's drone.
Mm-hmm.
That's suspicious right there. Now they said, hey, he was like, when he was, giving you the play-by-play, he was like, yeah, I asked him if he knew of a Micah Miller, and then he was like, hey, let's talk, and I was like, yo, hey, like, it sounded like they were suspicious of him right away, but then as he's talking, it's like they were talking for a few minutes, and then he was like, yeah, they hadn't found her yet, but yeah, it's a cell phone alive, and
yeah,
and, this is what happened. She called 911. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem like. Somebody said there was 4 more calls put out there. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen any of them. Do you know of any, Ann?
No.
More?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I haven't seen any more. Let me see here.
You played 3 tonight, so I don't know the 4th one.
No, that there was 4 more.
Oh, 4 more on top of that?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just tried looking. I didn't see any.
People are all of a sudden going FOIA crazy, I think.
Right. Well, it's crazy. Like, overnight, there was like 3 911 calls dropped in my box. I was like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and I think it was 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Somewhere on there when I noticed it, and I was like, oh, shoot. So I just went ahead and edited them real quick. And
well, there's some people that are saying in the chat, and I actually heard Veronica say the same, that there was some sort of proof that the call that it came from Columbus County, which was the county over. I'm not sure how they got that information. But that's pretty interesting. So I reached out to Columbus County, and they said they had no 911 calls.
Oh, really?
Hmm. Yeah. It's a big fat mess.
I don't know. You don't know what's true and what's not anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So here's I'm gonna play this one. This is the 411. I'm gonna share her channel. She's got a couple 911 calls also here that we're gonna check out. And it sounds like now with Grizzly, hell, this video was right in the beginning too. It's May 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And it was already suspicious. That's like when we came across it. I think it might have been right around maybe a couple days before that. We came across it on one of our true crime shows where we just discuss, the latest current cases or whatever, and ones that we don't touch on or haven't touched on. And as soon as we came across it, it was like, what the hell? Same kind of thing. So this is the 911 call with Sierra Francis, and that's when her and Micah were calling because if you guys remember, that's when JP was like threatening Micah that if she didn't come back, then he was going to do this with her stuff and that with her stuff, and then he was coming out there and then told them that he's armed and prepared. I just can't imagine all the not only the chaos that she had to deal with, but the family had to deal with as well when it came to this, man. Check this one out now.
November 17th, 2022, 0 hours, 24 minutes, 57 seconds.
Communications. Hi, I was calling. My name is Sierra Francis. I spoke to an officer earlier today, and I didn't know, I guess, how to get back in touch with them and see if they could drive by and make sure there's not anybody outside.
Okay, where's your address at, please?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say was going on?
Gaffney. I had called earlier and filed a police report with my sister about her spouse. He's saying he's going to come over and that he was threatening that he had a weapon with him.
Yes, ma'am.
He said that he would be here at 12:55. GPS shows that he supposedly hasn't left Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but he just texted her and said that you better drive down the road now, or I'm coming in, it's going to be hell to pay, like acting like he's outside. So we just want to verify that he's not.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, that's my call back.
618-2632. Okay, and you just want an officer to come out and check the roads?
Yeah, just make sure that he's not parked down at the street like he's acting like he is.
Do you know what kind of car he would be in?
He has a few, but probably is it a red Dodge truck? He has a red Dodge Ram, or is Burgundy? What's the other car? The Challenger? Is that what it is? Oh, never mind. That should be the vehicle if he is out there.
The Burgundy Dodge truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Bear with me for first. I should be able to get this information put in here, okay?
No problem. We just want to verify.
He said he's texting her threatening that he's going to kill himself.
Yeah, he said my blood is going to be on your hands. But prior to that, he was threatening to come in here, and he said, "Call the cops. I don't care. I'm armed and ready."
Okay.
Which he is. He just purchased about 6 firearms in the past couple of days.
Yes.
I'm going to send you a link to your phone. If you wouldn't mind sending me pictures of these text messages just so we have them and our officers can take a look at them.
Okay.
Just give me a second and I'll get that sent to you. Then you said, I'm sending this as a link. And there'll be a couple things that they're going to ask you once you get the link. And then you should be able to send us a couple pictures, okay?
Okay, do you want my sister to fill it out on, like, as the spouse?
It doesn't matter who.
Or do we both need to do it?
It's not like a paperwork or anything. It's just gonna ask you like a location. Like it's gonna ask you to verify your location. And then you can just send those pictures and it'll come straight to me, but the officers will also be able to see those pictures.
Okay.
Just let me know when you get that link, sweetie.
Okay.
How long has your sister been with you, sweetie?
She just got here at 7:30, and she was supposed to stay until Tuesday. She was supposed to meet him for a hot air balloon something in Asheville this weekend, and it was...
Rewind for what?
I didn't hear that.
I don't know. What did I miss?
Boy, somebody asking? Oh, rewind, CJ, I see it. Veronica.
Yeah, what's up? I don't think he had left yet, because I think later on they say that he messages that he's on his way or something, right? Let's see, I'll go back like a minute. I'll go back like a minute or something. Let's see.
A couple things that they're going to ask you once you get the link, and then you should be able to send us a couple pictures, okay?
Okay, do you want my sister to fill it out on, like, as the spouse?
It doesn't matter who.
Or do we both need to do it?
It's not like a paperwork or anything. It's just gonna ask you like a location. Like it's gonna ask you to verify your location. And then you can just send those pictures and it'll come straight to me, but the officers will also be able to see those pictures.
Okay.
Just let me know when you get that link, sweetie.
Okay.
What, like a beep because it was cut out or something, or redacted?
How long has your sister been with you, sweetie?
She just got here at 7:30, and she was supposed to stay until Tuesday. She was supposed to meet him for a hot air balloon something in Asheville this weekend, and it was supposed to be whatever, but now he's changing the locks on the house and all kinds of stuff, so he's going to throw all her stuff in the yard. And then since she said she wasn't coming home, he said that he was going to come here, and he didn't care if he called the cops. He was going to be ready.
Okay.
And I did get the link, so if you want me to start filling it out while we're on the phone.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and do that, just I think it just asks for your location, and then you should be able to either take pictures of those, of like the text messages, or you might be able to like screenshot them and upload them straight from your phone that you're on now.
Okay, I'm trying to just upload them. I don't know if it's going to let me. It wants me to take pictures of them, but I can't take pictures of my text.
Is it coming to your phone, or is she texting your phone, or is she texting your sister's phone?
Both phones. He was texting me because she didn't answer.
Okay.
But I can take pictures of her phone.
That's fine. You can do that. That's whichever pictures you can send to me is helpful to the officers so they can see what he's been sending. It doesn't have to be all of them, because obviously if an officer comes out there, you can talk to him and show them in person, but like it's also good that just have them like in our records that they got sent.
Just drive down the street, or it's going to be held.
What did she say?
She's showing me the messages that I can send you. He texted her at 12:24 and said, "Drive down the street, or it's going to be hell." And then
This one says, "Why, Micah? I wouldn't do anything like that. My blood is on you, and my kids will know." So I was going to check if that's in the parking lot of the church.
it's not letting me send the photos.
Okay. What is your sister's phone number?
Like what's your phone number? Messages.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to her and see if she gets it.
It says one picture uploaded for you on my end now.
I did just get. Yeah.
No colors.
He's not at the location that he was last at 10 o'clock. We just had somebody go back and check.
But his location on his phone says it's there.
Yeah, but his location on his phone says that he's still there, and it has been saying that all day. But our friend just checked.
I'm gonna guess he probably turned off his location, just as like a precaution, so you guys can't track him. What is his name?
John dash Paul. That's his like first name, and no middle name. Last name Miller.
And what is his address?
Coldwater Circle.
Coldwater Circle. Is that two words or is that one word?
Coldwater's one word, and then Circle.
Need to go back to this.
I did just get the picture, the one picture he sent me.
That's the one I just let's go back to the other one.
Drive down the street or something else.
Can you give me his phone number? What is his phone number? All right.
Yeah, I bet you she can track where he is, the 911 dispatcher, yeah.
Okay. Has he sent any more threatening text messages to you, sweetie? Or to your sister?
Thank you, Kib Kitty, for the 5 gifted
open
memberships.
the
Appreciate
last
that.
one he said was my blood. The last threatening type one is that my blood is on you at 12:27.
I think I'm going to send it to this so that she can have the pictures that he sent me, or the messages. No, go to the messages she sent me with the link and take a picture of my phone because it won't let me send screenshots of the photos.
What's your sister's name, sweetie?
Micah Miller, Mica Miller.
And what is your phone number, sweetie, Micah?
Yes.
Give me just a second. I'm just.
I was going to check the house.
Hey, Micah, what county do you live in?
Horry County.
Okay, thank you. Here, if I get quiet, I'm just talking to our officers, okay? If he sends any more text messages, just let me know.
Why is there so many beeps
Should
in
I
this?
stop sending sharing my location with him?
I mean, if you want to, it might cause more problems, but you haven't left the house that you're in, so I don't know that it would be a problem, but if he stops sharing his location. What does he look like, Micah?
He's 6'2". He's a Caucasian, brown hair, brown eyes. He stopped sharing his location with me.
So you said, excuse me, you said he's a white male, 6'2", brown hair, brown eyes.
That's correct.
What kind of build does he have?
He's 200 pounds, slim.
Okay. All right.
My husband is the exact same, but he's in bed, just so you know. I don't want the cops coming here, and then if he walks outside thinking it's him, but he's in bed, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, I've got that noted in here that he's asleep with your son. Is your son the only child in the house?
He is. I made sure before they went to bed they were in the same bed, so in case anything happened.
That's crazy. It's like they try and just tolerate him, you know?
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? You made sure what before they went to bed?
I just made sure that both of them were in the same room in case anything does happen. That way we know exactly where everybody is at.
Okay. Where are you guys at in the house?
If you're looking at the house, we're on the far right end.
Okay. Are you in a bedroom?
We are. And then the far left side of the house is the other bedroom where the other people are.
What is John Paul's date of birth, sweetie?
May 20th, 1979. He's 43.
You said 1979?
Yes. That's dumb that I'm doing this. I'm just trying to fix something else. Fine.
And your husband and son, they're on the opposite side of the house?
Yes, ma'am. If you're looking at the house, they're far left.
Okay.
It's just a double wide trailer.
And what's your husband's name?
Matthew Brown.
Is that Brimn?
First name Matthew, last name Brown. Brown.
Y'all don't hear anything outside, and you haven't seen any lights or anything, have you?
I haven't seen lights, but we have a lot of free-range chickens and ducks, so if it's noise out there, it's kind of hard to tell what it might be. And then my dog just had 9 puppies, and they're all inside, and so it's kind of loud either way.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Sorry.
sure. No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure you didn't hear any kind of
Yeah, I haven't heard anything abnormal, I guess that's what I should say.
any kind of car or anything like loud or anything like that outside, but
No, not that we could see, but he was texting her to, like, drive down the road. So that's why we were like, if he parked outside, because my driveway's so long, and he probably is trying not to get hit with trespassing.
okay, I've got a couple officers on the way out there, sweetie. They're just looking here. They shouldn't be too far. They were just coming from town. I believe they were both at the sheriff's office, but
Okay.
Is this the same county?
No.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Okay.
It's like two totally different.
And he hasn't texted
Conversation.
anything else since.
No.
And you said he's tried to call you.
One time?
Yeah, he tried calling and then I didn't answer, so he didn't call after that. And I have a friend on the way to my house to see if he's at the house. Because he wasn't at the church, which she lives right by the church. And she's headed to our house, which is like 7 minutes away from the church.
Okay. Do you know what
To
kind
see
of
if he's
car?
bluffing.
What kind of car your friend is in? We've got the county that you live in on the phone, trying to see if he.
She drives a
silver, like a kind of a charcoal Palisade.
Okay.
So many different vehicles.
She could be driving her husband's car though, which
Well,
is a white.
I think it's the friend's car.
Friends.
Top light.
What?
It's the friend's vehicle.
No, I'm saying like JP's red truck even.
Oh, yeah.
JP's Dodge Ram is not the blue truck he's driving right now.
Yeah. Well, wasn't this in 23?
So many different vehicles. I mean,
Wasn't this last year?
I've had the same 2 vehicles for the last 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You know?
But wasn't this a year ago or so?
That's what I'm saying. I've had the same 2 cars
Oh,
in
I
the
see. I
last
see what
10
you're
plus
saying.
years. Like so many different vehicles. I don't remember seeing a red truck on.
He might get bored easy.
On the list, probably. I mean, hell, if you got a DeLorean, you're probably throwing money left and right. I mean, there's only so many of them.
Wonder if he's got a flux capacitor.
Right? Probably. I don't know. I didn't see from that special view, from that special access video.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I don't have permission to.
Maybe he wants to go back in time
to show that anymore. Oh, what a joke! These people. It's so petty. It's so petty. Me and JLR make about that. That was announced. That was announced a couple days ago. That me and JLR are liars. Okay. We don't do investigative work, is what. But oh well.
Oh yeah. Oh please, Sally. Nobody listens to that guy.
At least I don't show people's plates on accident, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Or on purpose. I don't know. But I mean, you got to walk with you got to put the left foot in front of the right foot, and then the right foot in front of the left foot. Vice versa. That's how you walk, my friend. It's that simple.
I know people that trade their car in every 2 years.
Yeah, well, yeah, if they're leasing it, yeah.
No, just even it hits 60,000, they get rid of it.
Oh my lord, that's a lot of negative equity.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good, especially when the one like goes belly up, and then you're like paying $70,000 for a $10,000 vehicle just because all the negative equity that got built up. I know. There's a lot of friends that I had that would do that. They would trade something in just because they got bored, and the next thing you know, they're paying like 3 times as much for the vehicle they're driving, and then that thing goes to hell. And then next thing you know, they got a car note that's huge and nothing to show for it. It's
a lot of those people worked for dealerships, so they got special.
Well, yeah, he didn't work for a dealership. He just worked for a church.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's for God. It's for God. God wanted me to have this Ford, right?
God wants something to do with that guy.
Yeah, God wants me to have that 2019 model, sir.
Yes, right. God, he's going to go. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know this guy.
What is he talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm not trying to stop you. It's just habit. If somebody's pulling into your driveway and you open your window, they'll see exactly where you are. And they're cops. I want them to see where you're safe. I know.
They sound exhausted.
Well, they're the only room with lights on, so it's kind of obvious where we are. Oh my gosh, there's something I was still talking to somebody else. See if we can look at this.
Hi. Come here. Damn, Busby, that's
okay, sweetie. If y'all hear anything, I've got my officers out there on Deer Ridge. They're going to take a look around. Do y'all want them to come up to the house and talk to you?
They're in our driveway.
Okay. If y'all want to go out there and talk to them, please go ahead and give them whatever information you have, okay?
Okay. Are you going to get off the phone with us now?
I mean, I can stay on it if you want me to, but I've got 2 officers out there.
No, that's fine. They're on my porch. I can let you go and talk to them.
All right, go ahead, sweetie.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So night and day when it comes to those 911 calls right there.
You mean how they handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, night and day. Night and day. This one calling her sweetie, you
Mhm.
know, just being extra helpful.
Yeah.
So it can't be a state thing. It's got to be a
Oh, no, it's an
local
area thing. Mhm.
Yeah, it's got to be a local thing. What county was that in?
Oh, I don't know.
Anybody know?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like night and day. Lagging back in time. What? Well, YouTube is buggy. You know, sometimes you got to back out, close out, come back in. Otherwise, it is too buggy. Grizzly has an extended 911 call.
Hmm.
Let me see here. Let me look at her videos.
I've seen the lagging too, Kylie. I've seen it. It's weird, really.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not, unless it's this one video. Let me click on it and see if it's got timestamps in it here. Let's see.
Is she
Micah's
curled up in your neck, sleeping?
911. Yeah.
Oh, that was too much.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Let's
You guys, I have
see.
to jump off. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I appreciate it. We're going to be ending here in a few minutes.
I'm having a dog issue.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's okay. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks for hopping up. Appreciate you.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Somebody said Cherokee County, CJ.
Oh, okay. 911 from person who found her. All right, let me see here. Okay, so here's this. So here's the link to this video. We'll see if it's an extended one or whatever. There's that. Yeah, she's all up in my hood, but it's fine. She needs to get some rest. Where is? All right, so we'll play this. There's the link for the video.
This is the 911 call.
Yeah, Debbie contribution call out. I want to say thank you so much, and sorry, Kib Kitty, that was from 7:00 or something. Thank you for that. The 5 gifted memberships. Also, I want to say thank you to Debbie Betts for the $10 super chat or sticker. I don't know. I don't see a sticker. I think it was maybe a super chat. Just didn't type anything. Thank you so much for the contribution as well. Okay, so let me see. We'll go back to. Let me put her link up here. Back to Grizzly. And tomorrow night we're going to be doing Sebastian Rogers for the show tomorrow night. We got a lot of stuff to get into for that. And also we're going to be having Idaho 4, I think Thursday morning. We're going to be doing an Idaho 4 show coming up. They're going to be having the change of venue court hearing coming up in about a week and a half. So we'll be covering that like we do with all the Idaho 4 court hearings. We'll be covering that too. But we do have a lot more to get into with those 2 cases. And we're still going to be having our Mica shows as well. All right, here's the 911.
Robeson County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
A national park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff. I have my location on, I think, on my phone. And my phone on. Just did my location.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, I'm
What's
showing,
going on?
hold on one second.
CJ,
Yeah.
interestingly, she says Bear Bluff. That's what it sounds like. And there is
Bear
one in
Bluff?
South. Well, that sounds like what she's saying. And there's a Bear Bluff Road in near Myrtle Beach.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Back to bed. Bear Bluff?
That's kind of like what it sounds like she's saying.
Oh, it's kind of hard to go back just a few. Hold on. Let me do that.
And my phone is on. I just did my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second.
Contribution call out, Bethany. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate you very much.
I don't think you are in Robeson County. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to end. I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute. Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I don't know what the... you'll have to send it to me because I don't... That was the same 911 call as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see another video from Grizzly that had another... Go ahead and send it to me, and then we can always go into it in the next show. I think we're all pretty exhausted here tonight.
Oh, yeah. This case beats the hell out of you.
Yeah, and this kitty had me running some crazy hours the last couple days.
Yeah, and there's new stuff coming up. New investigations in Horry County and the funeral home. I'll be working on that in the next couple of days.
Yeah, that's some shoddy stuff over there. I remember contribution call out. Thank you, K Adams 379 for becoming a member. I remember when we first started going into this, the invoice that he was showing from one of the first couple TikTok videos from True Crime Re, he was showing an invoice from the funeral home, and it didn't make sense to me because it had the same date, like he signed it that day. The invoice was due that day, and then it had a whole bunch of jewelry on there. But then he came out with the video and said that he told the family that he would pay for the jewelry. They just had to approve it, but since he was paying for it, he wasn't gonna. He wasn't wanting to spend a whole lot of money. So to me, it was like, how did the family already approve the jewelry if the invoice already had to be turned in? It didn't make sense. So then we started looking up other invoices from that funeral home, and they don't even look the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some
So
South Carolina law that I was watching Sinister HUD, and they were talking about a law that regarding cremation they may have broken. So that's what I want to look into.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Good to have
interesting.
something to attack, so I'm going to attack that now. But first, I'm going to try to expose the corruption in Horry County because it's obvious.
Yeah, and they don't want to help. And then just think all the victims out there that, don't have, they're going through it right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're in different stages of the same stages Micah was going through. And I can imagine, all of them just wanting somebody to try and help and do the right thing, and how it's like they don't even care, like it's a nuisance, like it's a bother, and it's very sad and unfortunate, and I hate to see it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna try and get her in for another appointment tomorrow.
Aw.
Yeah, we're gonna get some sleep, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see.
You will. I pray you do.
I don't know. I thought I was last night, and then all of a sudden she kept me up till like 2 a.m. Then I slept for about a half an hour. Then I was back up till about 8, and then I got a few hours of sleep, and then we're back up at it again. So
she's just
we'll
too
see.
cute.
She's awesome. She's such a great kitty too. She is. She's so great. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Yoli. And I'll drop their links in chat again. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And we will see you tomorrow night. Sebastian Rogers, Thursday morning, Idaho 4, Thursday night, Micah. So we'll be having some crazy jam-packed shows the next few days too.
Mm-hmm.
Come hang out. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care, everyone.
And peaceful, positive evening.
Good night.
Say goodbye, kitty. Say goodbye, kitty.
Bye, kitty.
Goodbye, kitty. Yeah.